NIS, and then the NIS would send that client the information they need for their computer session. There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your legs are looking nice, Michelle.
Yeah. Animals are dying in large numbers. Huge fish kills in the Ohio River.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's MicheleMarieDalene. We have another pair of headphones than the usual ones because the cord has finally frayed itself to oblivion. So this cord, I need to give a cordectomy and remove this wire. And what I'm going to do is something similar to these cheap other headphones I'm using, which is a little plug like this that plugs into the side. So I can use the same kind of plug on the other headphones, so I can just make it easy to swap the cord. Let's take A1 Telephone Repair Electronics says you can use a cord of any length, any color. These are the headphones I'm using right now because the other cord is damaged. These headphones have a little higher pitch to them, so they're not as deep as the other one. And let's see if I can get the things ready. Okay. Now I see someone named Cheryl's here. I want to say welcome to the show very much. Hope you're having a good day. Let's see. With the panel up. And turn the closed captions on. Wants to do it now since I know I'm going to do it sooner or later anyway. So, yeah, let's get this ready to go for today. Now, for those of you who are new to the show, I want to say thank you. Yeah, let me ask Wiggy to do a new intro at maybe similar to the outro. I do kind of agree. In one sense, it is kind of sad. It is not exactly my best intro. But Wiki knows that the channel has changed so many times and the network is not the same as things just change. And so they, show has changed over and over again. The themes of the show has changed. So you can see I have the other headphones on, the white ones I bought, because the only thing is this cord is a little short than the other one. And so I don't have a lot of room to kick the wire around, which kind of sucks. I wish the cord was a little longer than this. Yeah, I wish this cord was definitely longer than this, but pin that one so at least I'm more on the screen. Okay. I don't know, I might. But I do have the intro that Wiki gave me. It was a winter logo too. It's Alright, so let's talk about something that maybe isn't quite as depressing, but still is kind of depressing, is the fact is that, well, they do supposedly have a solution to the debt ceiling. There is no guarantee it's going to pass the House and the Senate. Patty DeMar thought, oh, no, they're gonna want us to pay back all the stimulus checks that Trump gave out. No, because except for one that was a loan, which I didn't take, there's no need to pay it back. I'm sure we can find another. Ask Wiggy to work on another one. Maybe you remember this one. Let me see if I can change this one to this one. It ain't short though, but we do have another intro. So let's change that. Oops, I click on this. Someone say it can't be any worse. See. Go to the OBS studio. Let's go to. It's really kind of an outro intro, but oh, that's too long. Oh my God, that's loud. Alright guys, you better remember this one better. This might be a little more exciting. Yeah, that one is, I think is a little bit better. It certainly is a little more exciting. Yeah, I know. Wiki said it was kind of, a little bit out of season, but I think it's more exciting. By the way, I ordered a longer cord for these headphones on eBay. And, as I said earlier, this cord here has totally turned into a giant mess. I think I'm gonna have a problem because if I put in the other plug I was gonna put in for this, you can see it. So I'm gonna say this cord's trash, and this part is trash, and this part is just. These headphones have been used for so many years. The headband is coming apart. But they're like a comfortable pair of sneakers. You wear them so much you don't even think about it. I gotta get used to these headphones, which are. Oh, I bought some cheap ones on YouTube, on eBay. That's should be more than fine. I don't do Temu. I didn't, Chris. After all, I mean, if I'm gonna buy headphones, I want headphone cords that it's gonna at least last me a couple months to a year. I don't want headphones that I'm just gonna look at them, they're gonna break into a million pieces. Remember the old Walkman headphone cords? Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So we're gonna get some. Oh yes, that way we gotta get the will notarized probably tomorrow. So we'll try to get that done. And today will be a little cooler today, a high of 23 degrees Celsius, and then it will stay warm until about Thursday, Friday, and then after that, the temperatures are going to drop into the 60s. And so just keep that in mind. It is going to warm up, but you know, for a while, but then it's going to cool down. I don't know how that is or why that is. So now, when I do the cordectomy, I have two choices. I wanted to put a headphone plug in like this on that headphone, so I could just get a plug like this. And these are also Bluetooth. I do have an adapter that I can plug in to my mixer through the headphone jack that lets me stream these to me headphones remotely. But there's a latency problem. It is not a big deal if you're listening to your favorite music, but if you are unfortunately doing a show, it does become a problem because of the fact is that people don't understand that the way it works. So remember that. But just looking at the other headphones, I can see that the 3.5 millimeter jack inserts that I plan to buy for the other headphones may be a little bit too small. Yeah, I saw one too, but then how long is it going to take to ship it from China? How good is the wire? How long is it going to last you? This cord was modified. This is not a 3.5 millimeter on both ends anymore. It's got this size plug on the other end, so that I can plug this into my mixer board. That kind of added to the price because I put the plug on myself. So yeah, that's a custom wire job. It's not too hard to do. It's just annoying. Yeah. And guys, I've seen Temu stuff. It's not that good. It's not that good at all. It's just cheap. It's cheap, low quality. That's what I mean by cheap, not price only. Plastic, Chinesian garbage. The little mini washer reviews from Temu mini washers. The motors are DC motors that are running on 3-phase pulse drivers. Yeah. It's not like Wish. Yeah. Cheap and works. That's true in almost every Chinese product ever made. These are Chinese headphones. The other ones I had that are broken are Japanese. I remember Japan used to be considered cheap too at one time. Especially for stereo components. I don't know. It's just, Oh, I don't know. Alright, so Krista, I accidentally ordered, as I mentioned once before, the Silvermoon radio t-shirt in small. I wonder if your daughter can wear a small t-shirt. How you know? Because I've been watching the reviews on Temu products. Okay. The thing really is true with Stein or whatever the other company is that they work with. Yeah, okay, fine. I usually just buy everything on eBay because I kind of already established myself as a buyer, and I know how to get the stuff on eBay I need. Because a lot of stuff I buy any is very specialized. Yeah, I know. Basic stuff works. I mean, their version of the Wonder Washer is not so wonderful. I paid $70 for mine, and it's still running after all these years. True, I've had my second washing machine, but they... Okay, well, let's see. Noodles coming on here. Hold on a minute, Noodles. I gotta get over here. Whoa, there we go. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Michelle.
Oh my god, let me turn this down.
So, Michelle, my channel got struck, the Leather King channel. So we're gonna have to start doing the other show on the Bobby Star show.
So if they want to see, channel?
I'm sorry.
What happened to the Leather King channel?
I got a strike, so we got to let that play off. This channel's free and clear, no strikes on it. So I'm gonna let that channel,
So why did
regenerate.
Why did you get a strike on it?
Because somebody was mad at me. It had nothing to do with you. Don't worry about it. So tonight, on Thursday night, we're gonna.
Was it a copyright strike or community guideline strike?
It was for harassment and bullying. I was playing a video where somebody was threatening to kill me.
Oh, I think I know. Yeah.
And they reported me for that. So, But anyway, so Thursday we're gonna go live on the Bobby Star Show. That's the Bobby Star Show. If you're not subbed up to it.
Okay, well, I'm up to it, but let's say we says here. What about God's Hero? I like that persona, says Gianni.
There were a lot of people that didn't like that, and I got a lot of comments saying that it's blasphemy, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help people out, but we're gonna do a Bobby Star show. And again, Michelle, I want to reach out to Stan. Do you want us to paint the wheelchair for you? We can make it the Snow Queen wheelchair. We can paint it white, pink, blue, and gold, and we can put a North American Snow Queen sticker on the back, and we can really decorate it. What do you think?
Maybe. Makes sense. You want to go ahead and install a small Briggs & Stratton gasoline engine in the back, too?
That would be awesome. I would love to.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
A little install a little 4 horsepower.
We're going to come up with some concept art. We got to come up with some concept art on how we want this wheelchair to look. I have some ideas. Maybe Schmacklecat and Skynet could have some, and maybe they can draw something up. But I'm thinking about giving you gold rims. Gold rims.
I actually tend to like light blue for some of the looks.
Okay, we could do light blue. What color do you want the wheels?
What about the black?
The tires.
What about keeping the wheels black, or even white, for that matter, with the black tires?
Okay, you want like a baby blue, though, right? Like a powder blue?
What's that? Yeah,
We can do like a powder blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we'll come up with some concept art, and we'll get the wheelchair ready for you. I'm gonna have to. Me and the doctor are probably gonna work on it. I gotta contact Sticker Mule. I gotta get some stickers made up for you. And
I can
Michelle
get
is
some
gonna be a big
stickers
deal.
made for my chair. I can get some custom made ones from my own store. I can get some custom big ones to go on the back. Yeah, but what do you
Okay. Well, whatever you want.
You know,
whatever you want.
Back of the seat, you know, like so it says North American Snow Queen. I snow my business. Just look at this on my coffee cup here.
Do you want like rhinestones and gems on it? Do you want like stuff like that?
I'm mostly I'm a snow sorceress, so winter sorceress. So
Yeah, no, but if I got some like stones, like some crystals, we can put some crystals on the chair. What do you think?
Well, I have to see.
Okay.
Well, I know that Wiki seems to be pretty good with the intros. But like Gianni said, he thought that the old intro I had was a little bit more exciting. So
I didn't see the new intro, so.
Oh, come on! You haven't seen the intro after all these years? All right, here we go. I'll play it for
you. Well, no, you said there was a new one.
All right, here's the intro start for you noodles, so you didn't see it.
What's up, man? What's up?
Yeah, that's the original intro.
Yeah, Michelle, I saw that. I've seen that before. That's a good one.
I know you've seen it before.
I thought you meant that there was a new one.
Alright, so now you've seen it. Now you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So anyway, the other headphones, the cord finally went bad on them. I need to do a cordectomy and replace the cord. Maybe a cordplasty. Put a new cord in place of the old cord. Or maybe do what I do with these and put in a 3.5 millimeter plug so I can swap cords out. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so go get a cordectomy or do a cordplasty. Replace the original cord with a new cord, but they can't find a coiled cord to save my hindsight that I like. Well, you know what you said about those video cables, the cheap ones from, the video cable. Just remove the ends on it, cut off about 2 meters of it, and then strip the wires back, check the conductors, and then solder it into where the original cord was. Oh yeah, get some heat shrink tubing too. I gotta get some more of that store. Maybe me and Krista tomorrow can go down to the hardware store. I can get the small heat shrink tubing. I mean, I was going to put the plug in, but it looks like that plug might be a little bit too small, but we'll see. What do you think, Noodles? Put a new cord on the old set of cans, you know what I mean?
Michelle, you got to keep this stuff up, Michelle. You got to keep going for it. Put more stuff out, Michelle. The more you put out, the better.
Yeah, I know, put out more stuff all the time, but when the headphones finally give up, the cord finally dies on them, yeah, you have to buy new stuff too. Yeah, and you know what? The cords and most synthetic cords are under $1, mostly made out of tinsel. And a lot of them are enameled tinsel, or they are copper-clad steel or copper-clad aluminum. And you ever tried to solder that stuff? It is impossible to solder. This cord that's hanging here, that goes to this XLR plug. This is pretty much the kind of stuff you get from China. This is Chinese 150 ohm balanced low impedance plug, the original plug. This is an expensive switchcraft plug, but the wire itself is just cheap Chinese copper clad aluminium, and it doesn't solder very well. Lucky if you can get the solder at all. So what I do is I really kind of want my old headphones back because I kind of like them, but for right now, these will work for the show. Unfortunately, these things are hypersensitive. I noticed that these things really, for the volume after these, I have to keep it on really low or I'll blow my ears in. Even in Bluetooth, you can still blow your ears in if you're careless. The reason why I don't use it on Bluetooth is because there's too much latency between the Bluetooth adapter and the headphones. Good if you want to pace yourself and go really slow talking, like a monotone, like you want to make sure you go slow so everybody can hear you clearly, and make sure that you can hear your voice through the headphones to make sure you have proper diction. Yay, yay, yay. Plus, we got a Dollar Tree down here in town too. If I really want to, if I want to get cheap crap, I can go to Dollar Tree. But Linus Tech Test proved, some of the cords that they sell at Dollar Tree is crap. Same thing with Poundland. You can get cords for under £1. Yet, I'm like Big Clive pointed out, some of the stuff at Poundland's good for kit bashing or hacking, but everybody's weekend was fine. We actually had a chance to enjoy the nice weather. What did you do during the weekend, Noodles?
Hey. What happened, Michelle?
What did you do during the weekend?
Yeah.
I went to see you, Michelle, and I mowed my lawn and did all that other stuff.
But I think it's the same. When you open here, it's going to be the same.
I think so.
Yeah.
No?
Looks like he's tweaking something. What are you, in a consumer unit or something?
Yeah. I'm busy pulling this thing apart. Pull this off?
No.
No, right?
No, I think you're going to have to open this guy here. I'm not sure.
Okay, Paul wants to come on. Hold on a minute. Get him on here. Go ahead, Paul. How you doing?
Take it apart. Really?
Yeah.
I'm doing all right. How are you? The original headphone cord finally quit, so I have to give it a either cordplasty or cordectomy and replace it with a new wire. So
it's weird, right?
So what I might do is
You haven't seen it.
just go ahead and use it either put a 3.5 millimeter jack in here. Like this has, you can see how this has a jack here on the side here. So I can plug in any cord, any color on the big headphones. The only thing is, this adapter looks like it's going to be a little on the small side. Might be bigger than that, Michelle. You might have to use a shim or some kind of backfill. Yeah. The Dollar Tree is being removed and it will not open up back up until September. Oh, renovated, okay.
I don't think it's holding in anything.
We usually go to Dollar General anyway, so, but, the point is that we got cheap stuff if you want to go get cheap stuff, but I ordered cord on eBay that's 10 feet long.
Yeah, it's time to let those headphones go, Michelle. Time to throw them away. They're from the 70s. We're in 2023. The technology is very obsolete. You
Well,
can't
these
hear
are new
music
headphones.
shit
These are
with
new
those
headphones.
headphones anyway, Michelle. I think you should just throw them away. Why do you keep fixing it? Just let them go. It's time to let them go.
No, I can fix them, but I'll be honest. I don't think they're not fixable. But I think that.
Why even waste the money then, Michelle? Just throw them away. It's really time to let them go. You need louder headphones, Michelle. You can't hear worth a shit. I was listening to Noodles talk to you, and you're literally missing all of the conversation. He says he wanted you to play something to show him, send him an intro. You played the intro. You're not using the Google captions, Michelle. Those old headphones are no good.
And I've also said even myself that those headphones are very bass heavy. And these headphones here do seem to have a little more of a high to them, so...
Alright, you like the high. That's what you need. So you can hear. You can't hear worth a shit on those old headphones, Michelle. They're garbage. Just throw them away. Yeah. I mean, it's good to have busy work, but, I mean, it's kind of pointless to go out and spend the money when it's obsolete. Just let them go, to be honest.
Yeah, but you know what? I like building things, and
well, you're not building anything though, Michelle. You're trying to
modding stuff. But modding stuff still counts for something, though, Paul.
No, but you're trying to fix a turd, though, Michelle. I'm just saying, like, you should just let it go. You should let them go. They're not fixable. They don't even work that well. You always ask, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" when you're wearing those headphones. I mean, I don't think they're really worth it. Personally, I mean, the technology, you could probably hear better with the ones you have on now. Like you said, you can hear way better with them. You have to turn them down. The other ones, you just keep asking, "What's that?" What's that?
I have to keep turning these down because they're too
loud.
Right,
they're better headphones. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about your old ones. I'm talking about the new ones here. Yeah.
These are the ones that Micro Center was giving away a couple years ago. These are the ones I paid like $10 for these.
Right, and they're better than the ones from like 1970. That's the point. Cheaper headphones are newer. Well, I mean, if you want to do it, Michelle, I'm just saying I probably wouldn't. I mean, it's probably irrelevant, but I mean, if you want to, retire them. That's what I'm saying. It's time to just like let them go. They did you well, but it's time to use the newer technology. I'm surprised you don't want like Beats from Dre. You usually go for the high-end stuff, like some Bose or something. I'm surprised you don't like some Bose.
Nomad Deluxe. It says, "Hi Michelle, I appreciate you. Thank you." Yeah, but you know what? I be honest. Like I said, I do wear things over the ears. I like these are not. These are on the ears. I do have over the ears. There are new ones with a built-in boom mic. However, I don't know if I can use them with my mixer with the phantom power, because my phantom power is 48 volts instead of 18. So, but you got the other mixer you can plug in, so that you can use the other mixer microphone input too.
And that's another thing you could eliminate, Michelle, is that mixer. There's no need to have that extra mixture. You have all that's built in on your computer. You should have all that on your computer. You shouldn't have to have an external mixer, and you make some more room on your desk. Eliminate that.
Actually, I like to have the option of actually having additional inputs that are independent of the computer.
I mean, you never use it though. All the mixer does is give you trouble more than I'd say give you more options. I mean,
I use this mixer every day. Holy shit! What do you think I use as a microphone?
Yeah, you don't have a USB or a microphone jack in your computer? Is your computer that old?
There's too much latency in those. I already looked.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, Michelle, you got it. Anyway, what'd you and Ed do for Memorial Day?
Krista says she's going up for tomorrow. Okay.
What'd you and Ed do for Memorial Day? So you can't even hear me with these headphones, Michelle. You need some better headphones. I don't think you can hear me well.
Yeah, well, I hear you fine with these. These are the ones I bought.
What did you and Ed do
These have Bluetooth, and they also have, obviously, a wired cord on them.
What did you and Ed do for Memorial Day?
And we got an adapter I
Yeah,
bought
she can't hear me, guys. She can't hear me.
that
With the
works
headphone.
that works with the mixer board here to transmit the sound through.
Turn your
Bluetooth.
headphones up, Michelle. I don't think you can hear well. I asked you 3 times, what did you and Ed do for Memorial Day? You haven't answered yet.
Nothing.
Turn them up.
Nothing.
Turn the headphones up, Michelle. Turn them up.
I don't want to turn them up any louder than they are. They already making my ears ring. Anyway, so what did we do? Then Ed started complaining about all the stuff that's going on and talk about pissing me off, you know.
Another day.
All he
with
does is
Ed.
complains about all the problems, and then Patty calls me up and says something that's totally ludicrous, saying, "Oh, Joe Biden wants to take all of our stimulus checks back."
Yeah, he should. He should. I think he should.
People already spent the money, though, have no way to pay it back.
Yeah, they should pay him back. Yeah, they should have to pay it back. I agree with that. I didn't get one. Why should everyone else get free money? It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, we kept giving it to Ukraine, so hand over fist over and over and over again. You know. So yes, tomorrow we gotta get the will notarized. I have to get that done sooner or later.
Yeah.
The will. Plus I got the Wiggy's pack present for her daughter to give Krista. Which I kept forgetting to give her because it's sending my computer back.
Don't forget that.
Yeah, I'll try not to. Anyway.
I'll get some coffee.
John, that's exactly what the problem is nothing's going to go back to normal while this guy's in charge. This guy's a moron. Period. He's a moron. He's more off than on, actually. He's a more off. He doesn't know anything. He's totally oblivious to the realities of what he's doing to America.
You talking about Ed?
Yeah, I know. You give money to other countries, too. Including South American countries to say, stop sending your illegals here. And they still send them here. I mean, that's kind of shameful. You know, that they keep doing that.
AC or AC?
No, it's AC. So you're gonna use this AM here?
Yeah.
In this AC, it's both. Yeah. Is it the same connection, right?
Yeah. So I'm assuming.
Yeah, I know.
So it's orange and yellow, right? Or yellow and orange?
I would do orange and yellow.
Yeah.
I'm using the yellow for color.
That's what you're using it for?
Yeah, for mine. Plus in my hand. Oh, fine. So,
So what exactly are you trying to do, Noodles? Yeah, well, so it's Patty. When Patty suggested it, I told her straight out, I said, Congress authorized that money. Biden cannot take back what Congress did not demand anybody give back. That's the mistake. And you got people like that saying, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. If people have to pay those checks back, I think that'd be phenomenal. It's only right.
What did you have to pass on after you're gone? Well, Krista's the executive of state. I gave her everything. I made it easy. She gets everything, and she is up to her to disperse.
Well, what if Krista dies before you do, Michelle? Then what happens then?
What's that?
What if Krista dies before
my
you?
brother is the second executor, is the backup.
Yeah. So you just putting all your death on Krista's family. Even in death, Krista has to deal. Okay, I'll be back.
He's a president. You mean he's the dictator? He thinks he's a monarch. He thinks that he's got divine rule. He does not divine rule. He knows this. And the Supreme Court would tell him straight out that money was authorized by Congress, and that money was authorized under the rule that no one had to pay it back. So, and in fact, it doesn't even say anything about this. Patty thought she saw it on CNN. And I said, no, that's not the money. The money you're talking about, Krista, or Patty, was for the COVID programs that were never used. $250 billion was allocated but never used. That's the money that they want back.
It's getting boys. You want to watch this here?
So,
Take a look at this. Not the dog, like.
Or at least you could have an auction, Krista, to pay for my burial.
Yeah. How long would your body have to sit there before that money was raised? You'd be a skeleton, Michelle. Turn into
No,
a
I'm
skeleton.
having a green burial. We're going green
People
burial.
have
I think Jimmy's just gonna throw you in the dumpster when you die, Michelle. That's basically what's gonna happen. That's gonna be your green burial. Is Jimmy throwing you in the dumpster?
Well, maybe we can touch the cemetery in the backyard and see if they would let me get a plot there.
sure, everyone's in Connecticut.
Well, Stan already said that one's pretty much full. I mean, you could try.
Pretty much, but there might be a few spaces available.
Yeah, it could be. It's true.
The only thing I hate this chair. This chair is the next thing that's going to end up getting replaced sooner or later. Oh,
Probably later.
this chair is.
Yeah, it was good to see you
No,
get down
he
to the parade,
won't,
Michelle.
because
Michelle, it only
once-
took you like literally 5 minutes to get down the parade, and you sat there for like 20 minutes with excuses on why you couldn't do it. And see how easy it was just to get down there and set up. It was very easy. I'm glad you went. You got to talk to Kyle a little bit. Kyle was talking with you.
I didn't
kind of
talk to
ignored him.
Kyle. Ed did talk to Kyle.
When he was at the parade yesterday, he said he was asking about your podcast. You kind of ignored him. He told you the parade was starting.
I
You
didn't
kind of
even hear
ignored
him.
him. Oh, yeah. Oh, we did. We heard him.
All right.
Yeah, it was good that you got down there. I'm glad you actually went to the parade opposed to just, sitting in your house and watching it. And I thought that was great. That was great.
Oh, I'm
Good
sure you can
content.
get a $25,000 policy relatively inexpensively from Select Quote.
I wouldn't tell Ed if you did, Michelle. He'd probably start trying to kill you if you knew you had a life insurance policy.
No, I don't think so.
I never know. Never know. Ed likes to take advantage of things.
I'm gonna be buried in an unmarked grave. No tombstone, no vault, no casket, no nothing. Just basically wrap me in a burial shroud, throw me in the ground with the necessary RFID marker ball, and I'm done. Then
Throw you in the dumpster, Michelle, and keep that money. That's what I would do. If you want a green burial, yeah, just throw you in a landfill somewhere. Keep the money. Don't even worry about getting a plot. What's the point? You have no headstone, you have no marker, no coffin. I mean, the animals are just going to eat.
requirements per ordinances to proper disposal of human remains, and you need to do things a certain way.
Why would you not want a grave marker where people know who you were or where you're at?
Yeah.
Why would you not want people to know where you're at?
Because no one knew where I was at when I was born. No one cared where I was born.
Why do people have headstones? Why do people get buried and have graves?
I don't know. Good question. Why do
Yeah.
people do that?
So they are remembered. I guess you don't want to be remembered on this earth. I mean, are memorialized.
Think about this, Paul. Every video I do is like a headstone. Every single one of them.
Not really. How so?
Also, my YouTube channel will continue as well. As my executive of my estate, Krista will be more than likely be responsible for continuing the YouTube channel.
How? You gave administrative rights to Tiger Kitty. How can Krista do it?
Sorry, I am not a rump roast. You're not going to cremate me, okay?
Why? It's easier. It's quick.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what you know about the reports,
How much is a
but
green
it's not
burial?
quick.
How much is a green burial? The
About
cremation's like
$1,000.
$1,000. Yeah.
$1,000, guys.
Yeah, well, you have to dig a hole. You have to put. No, it's far
Yeah,
much
you dig a
more work.
hole and a place to land it. You buy for about $1,000 in Newfield Burial Preserve in Newfield, New York, for example. And then,
Yeah, and then they take
they
your
just
body.
drop you into the ground. Then they cover you up again with dirt. Problem
That's a
solved.
lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Not really. Not if you got a backhoe. It isn't a lot of work.
Oh, you can just pick you up and throw you in a furnace and burn you up. That seems like 10 times easier. Why do you think Hitler burned the Jews and didn't bury them alive? Because it's too much work. Just threw them in the fucking oven and fried them up.
Sounds too much like Auschwitz. No, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not going to be remembered anyway, who cares?
They burn Jews alive.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm not going to go that way. I insist on that. In fact, it even
I'm
says
sure
that
you'll be
right
dead
there.
before they burn you. I'm sure you'll be dead, Michelle.
Allow me to read you the actual will, which is so short, it's almost laughable.
Yeah. Probably won't be like held up in court.
Right here. Talking about the main thing here. I added two subcategories. Burial preparations is my executor will arrange for natural green burial. There will not be a memorial service, headstone, or fancy casket. I want to be buried in a green burial preserve in a simple pine or cardboard casket with no embalming or fancy preparations. Care of my pets. My cats are to be placed in good homes to enjoy their lives. They will not be terminated.
It's just the body. Who cares?
And of course, so we mentioned that Krista is my executor of my estate. My brother is my backup.
Uh-huh. Okay.
My brother.
Yeah. If that's the case, you're definitely getting thrown in the dumpster, Michelle. Got to keep that money.
No one's going to keep the money. There is no money. So the point is, that's my will. That's what it says. Very simple, very to the point. No ifs, ands, or buts.
You know, hopefully you got some money set aside or life insurance, like I think John was saying, you know. There's no burden when you pass, even more of a burden, you know. It's the last thing you want to do
As
is...
I said, I can get health insurance or life insurance from Select Quote. That's no problem.
Yeah, you should. You should. Definitely should.
Death insurance. No. More than likely, I probably won't live Rusty.
You would think.
And
Good
Rusty
fun.
is not to be terminated.
Well,
He will not be terminated. He will not be exterminated.
I mean, how could you prevent that, though? I mean, what if someone did kill Rusty after you died? I mean, what
If
there
I
could be
die
nothing-
before he does, then that would be a problem. But if I live after he passes away,
Yeah, I
he
mean,
doesn't have to worry about that.
There's no one stopping anyone from taking them to the vet and just euthanizing them.
No, Jimmy's getting so old in years right now. I don't think. I think Jimmy's more likely going to go before I do. Initially, that's the truth, guys.
You never know. I'm not promised tomorrow.
The point
Hey,
is,
Michelle, what if you and Ed die tomorrow, right, or tonight, and Jimmy comes to the apartment? What do you think he's going to do with the cat?
I don't know.
I'll just let it loose, let it run.
Yeah.
Well, we probably might let the cat stay around here since. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't mention the elf ears, but the point is I just want a quick, simple, cheap burial.
What if Kyle the Brat gets his hand on Rusty while you're passed away? I mean, you don't know where Rusty's going to be.
I don't know if Rusty's. I don't think that's going to happen. Guys, I don't know what the story with Kyle is.
Yeah, blue cat. Clorox kitty.
I'm going to try to take care of prepaid on that funeral thing. That's one of the reasons I'm also trying to save the money. For the prepaid.
But you're not though, Michelle. You just spent like fucking $50 on your own coffee glasses. You're really not trying to save money.
I bought more than that, trust me.
Right, exactly. You got that money, it burned a hole in your pocket.
I bought the cups because everybody said get your own cups so you can show what they look like. And that's
that was
what
years
I did.
ago, Michelle. That was years ago when people were interested.
Well, now people see the cups.
Yeah, we see them.
Gracie made this cup. Yeah.
Yeah. A little too late.
Well, anyway, at least now you can see the cups. They are listed for sale. I do show the items in my descriptions below. You can certainly buy.
I'm just gonna let everyone have a free for all when I die. Like whoever gets to my shit, I have my like all my information hidden in my house. So whoever gets to it is kind of like a treasure hunt. I'm not. That's the way I'm gonna play it. Like, what do I care? What do I care who gets shit when I die? Like, I'm dead. Let the neighborhood come in, and just ransack my house. I don't give a fuck.
I already told you, Wiggy. I already said this. I'm
My
not
plan.
donating my body. It's not being donated. It's just going to be buried or turned into compost. That's it.
You should put it on Chatterbait, Michelle, and let the necrophiliacs come by and fuck you. On Chatterbait. One last Chatterbait. Necro stream.
Guys, like I said, I'm not getting involved with that. I already made that clear, and I meant it. That's my will. I said what I want my body, know my body, and that's what I meant it. No memorial, no headstone, no fancy casket. Simple, quick green burial. And a green burial preserve, no embalming.
Michelle, if Jimmy finds you, you're just going to be sitting on that back porch till that money's raised for your green burial, just like that couch. You're just going to be sitting on the back porch there. The rest of the clutter.
You mean like what happened to the woman in National Lampoon's Vacation?
Yep. You're going to be sitting outside, Michelle, getting rained on. Jimmy's going to be like, Jimmy, Michelle's turning into a skeleton. Maybe we should do something. We'll get to it. We'll get to it when we get to it,
John, maybe that's what you want to do. That's fine, but I don't want to do that.
Michelle, what if you die in the apartment and Rusty eats your face because no one's aware of it? Like, the cat will eat your face within 2 days.
Yeah, would you be okay with Rusty eating you?
And the dog will wait a week, but a cat only waits 2 days.
So we don't even know if I might go long after Rusty. He's already 12 years old.
Yeah.
I'm saying, if Rusty had nothing to eat, would you be okay with Rusty eating your dead body?
He's probably dead about another 10, 15 years.
If Rusty had to survive on your corpse, would you be all right with that, Michelle? You had no food? Did you let Rusty eat you to survive? These new headphones are working
That's
great.
what I'm just thinking. I'm sorry.
New headphones are working great.
All right, I'm just thinking about some stuff at the same time in the background.
All
Look,
right.
guys, the truth is, I have made it clear what I want done. That's all.
All right. That's all.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You want to know one reason why I don't want to have a memorial service? Because, first of all, when I came in this world, I was a nobody. And honestly, I don't think anyone really cares if I was, what happens to me after I'm gone. I think most people would just say, oh, thank God. I don't have to listen to that show from 10 to something in the afternoon, Monday through Saturday.
Why do you
I'm
think?
going to be upset, Michelle.
Yeah, why do you think people tune in, Michelle? People aren't forced to be here. They want to be here. No one's forcing anyone to be here. I mean, clearly you have people who care about you. They tune in. I mean,
Jim, I'm going to take care of that. I already said that. I've been putting money aside for that for quite a while now. All right?
how much
I
have you
know
got
I
saved?
don't have a ton of money, but I'm working on it. And Krista, when she disperses my estate either through an auction or tax sale or estate sale, that is going to be where that money is going to go to. And then she can keep the proceeds. Or maybe she can even donate to American Federation for the Blind, perhaps.
Why are you planning all this now? What happened? Do you have a dream or something like that?
What's that?
Did you have a dream or something? Like, why are you talking about this?
No, I just keep forgetting to get the will notarized. Like I said to Krista, we gotta get it done tomorrow because I keep forgetting. I mean, a lot of people that were younger than me passed away recently, and
Yeah.
my sister was younger than me, and she passed away suddenly with a heart attack.
Are you giving your paper to a lawyer so your will can be enforced, or is it going to be?
She was even more overweight than I am.
Or is it just going to be like filed away somewhere?
Are these guys coming back? Yeah, I believe so.
The problem with the bank is it has to be a high yield account to really give more than 1% interest a year. That's no joke. That's a reality. I don't even think the Federal Reserve is even paying that much interest in savings right now. So most commercial banks. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know all about I already know about the inflation. I get that plenty well, thank you. And that's part of the thing that's frustrating. So what exactly are you working on? An air conditioner?
What?
What is it? You're working on an air conditioner or something?
Still working on those VFDs
Yeah.
from last week.
Yeah. So what does it do?
It turns up the frequency. It pulls the power from the that's provided, and it ramps it up to whatever the product needs.
Okay. So it's a power booster, sort of.
Yeah, it just ramps up the amps to the devices. It slows them down.
Yeah, but you know what? If you're going to increase the amperage, you're going to have to increase the voltage because it's either one inverse of each other. If
I think the transformers will do that, but
let me take a quick, simple example. Let's say you have a circuit that's 2 amps at 240 volts. That's 4 amps at 120 volts. And 8 amps at 60 volts.
This is 480 in here.
Right.
So what it's going to do is, depending on what they program this at, it's going to ramp up the amperage to the devices.
Oh, how many amps is the input at the 480 supply?
This is total 85.9.
85.9 amps. Okay. And what amperage does the appliances need, and what voltage?
I don't know. I don't determine that. The buildings do. The building engineers determine all that stuff. I don't have anything to do with it. I don't know what it's running at. I don't know. I don't care.
Misty, stop at the claws, please. Okay. All right.
If I start caring about that, I'll get killed. I'll get electrocuted.
Well, remember, there's an old saying, variation of it actually. Corelli says, there are safe engineers and there are smart engineers. And there's stupid engineers. Most stupid engineers will never be safe or smart. Or old, for that matter.
They have rubber on, right, Michelle? To deflect the electricity. What's the old electrician's trick? If you don't want to get shock, wear a condom on your cock, right? Isn't that the saying?
Just
you don't want to get shocked.
Just de-energize the consumer unit when you're working in there.
You got a rubber on right now, Noodles? Wearing a rubber? No. Oh my God, Michelle.
There's no power to this panel. We can't work around that.
Oh.
Yeah, well, most of the time you usually shut down the consumer unit anyway.
Well, that's good.
And if this thing can arc, and I think I can get killed from like 10 feet away with this. Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, the 480 volts is certainly going to thoroughly cook you like a hot dog.
Oh yeah, be dead.
Since we're talking about low impedance, it's certainly going to overcome the skin resistance. Dry or wet.
Yeah, you'd be done.
Thanks.
There's no way you're coming back.
No way. There was these two guys who were stealing copper from the electricity station, the power stations over here, and they got shocked so bad that their bodies infused together.
Oh yeah, definitely can do that. Electricity is not something to play with.
How would we do a burial on? How would they do a burial on someone like that, Michelle? Double coffin? They have to peel them apart, like rip them apart.
Maybe they just cremate them and give half, do half and half.
Dirty up the ashes, yeah. I mean, it's something I wouldn't want to see, but curiosity kind of piquing my interest. I mean, it's definitely something I wouldn't want to see, but how often do you get to see that?
Well, like I said, the thing is, as far as electricity goes, it's the truth is.
Put it on the kitchen counter. I'll get to it in a minute.
I don't care if it's 120, 240, 480, 277. I'm very, very aware it's best to kill the consumer unit before I go in there. Make sure there's no power. Now, because
someone can turn on the power and I could get killed right now.
Right, but you tagged it, right? So it says danger tag. You put a tag on it.
I don't do that. The electricians do. So hopefully they did. If not, I'm not gonna know it anyway. There's no way you're gonna be conscious.
Well,
it'll just be all there 1 second, the next second I'm gone. Maybe I'll see a light.
Well, that depends on how you get hit. because if it goes across your chest, you're definitely not going to make it. But if it goes across your fingertips, like this finger and this finger,
This thing's gonna arc all over the place.
you're not going
Michelle.
to kill you outright. But if you are if you're barefoot on the ground, it's going to certainly go right through you. So.
No, this thing's gonna arc, and it's gonna pull me in, and I'm done.
Just think about what it would be
Gonna
like to
melt
be
me.
sitting in a human bug zapper. That's exactly what happens to you.
Yeah.
You instantly burnt to a cinder. Yeah, people do. But not everybody does, unfortunately.
Yeah, I got it. I got the tape too.
Oh, right.
Fuck.
I see a couple earth conductors there. The green leads. Are those conductors bounded to the neutrals, or are those a separate TNCS setup?
What, this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the neutrals and the earth go into the same bus bar.
Yeah, those are the grounds.
Because modern panels require that sub-panels have a separate earth bar from the neutral bar. And then the sub-feed going to the separate panel has to have 4 conductors, or in this case 5 conductors, since you're talking about 3-phase. So you have a phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, a neutral if it's a Y configuration, and then you have a separate earth and a separate as I said, separate neutral. But in older systems, sometimes the earth and neutral would be bonded together, which is a violation of the modern NEC electrical standard. Main panels, some utilities require the same thing. However, to maintain the TNCS, the electric meter is bonded that way when they install the earth rod to maintain proper electrical conductivity. And the earth rod, if used, if not bonded to other means of bonding, it's no longer copper pipes for water lines. Is no longer considered appropriate because so many lines are plastic these days. Code requires that the earth rod has to be in the ground at least by 8 feet. However, that depends on the soil. Since we're talking about TNCS, it's also bonded throughout the system on the pole as well. So, I know it's all.
You want to see a huge filter?
Yeah, a huge filter. What kind of filter?
For the for their air system in here. See how big this room is?
Oh, okay.
It's for like the whole hospital. That's all they use. They gotta get fucking new ones now. Look how dirty it is.
Like a fiberglass filter?
Yeah, it looks like the shit that you put in a fish tank. That's what it looks like. I don't think this is right.
Not for that. I don't know. For that system, I mean, I have no idea. Yeah, I figured they might have something a bit different.
Supposed to. I don't know why this is here. This fucking shit is old as hell. Like, it's supposed to be like this shit. You know?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That definitely is a large air filter for behind it for the hair handlers. Yeah.
Whew.
So what are your plans for today?
What's my plans for today?
Yeah, what do you got up for today?
Maybe play some more
Anything?
WoW again like I did yesterday.
Oh, nice. Doing a movie night tonight?
I haven't figured out what to watch yet.
Maybe some good summer movies.
Maybe Friday the 13th, Michelle.
What's
Like
that?
summer camp. Friday the 13th.
Oh, I'm not a good that kind of movie. Sorry.
Summer Slasher.
Trust me, I've
I mean,
seen.
a good summer movie. What about Lean on Me or Stand by Me or whatever the hell that is?
For which one?
The Stephen King one.
Oh, Stand by Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good summer movie. Well, that's kind of like towards the end of summer. You know, they're going back to school, but no, I mean, that's
Well,
cool.
we mentioned
It's a
National Lampoon's Vacation. I actually
Dazed and
wonder if that'd be a good
Confused,
movie to
or-
watch. Is the National Lampoon's Vacation? I think that'd be cool to watch.
That's an alright one. Maybe Dazed and Confused, or The Great Outdoors with John Candy, Summer Rental
I
with
saw that
John
one.
Candy. Yeah, there's lots of good summer movies. Summer School, movie Summer School. Tons of good summer movies.
Or we could always watch. There's another one where the animals that fight back against the developer to protect the forest home. I forgot what that was called.
Berenstein Bears.
That's the Bernstein Bears. It's not called that.
Oh.
Cocaine Bear. Can you watch
Cocaine
that?
Bear. I watched that one. That was interesting.
Was it any good?
It's exactly what you would think. The bear doing cocaine and killing people. I'd say it's good. It's like 3 stars. It's something I wouldn't watch again.
It's
But
an automobiles. I haven't seen that one yet. How you doing, Mojo? You want to come on the panel?
I'm gonna watch Meatballs, Michelle. It's a Bill Murray classic.
I've seen
I'm gonna watch
Meatballs 1. I've seen Meatballs 2.
Yeah, those are great movies, aren't they?
I think Meatballs 1 was better than Meatballs 2. That's my opinion because...
I agree. I
think that Meatballs 2 was tied too much with the issue of trying to promote the concept of E.T. type movies. And I think... I've seen
John Cusack and Better Off Dead. Better Off Dead was a good summer movie.
I've seen all the Revenge of the Nerds. I've seen all those.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
That
fucking 80s movie.
I don't know if I want to see that one. But wait,
Hot Wild Summer. That was a good one. Tons of good summer movies.
I'll play something. Maybe we can watch Greenwich Village. With Carmen Miranda. I wanted to show that. I think that would be a nice movie.
What's today? Oh, today's Tuesday. Okay.
Right.
This fucking holiday threw me off a bit.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday all day.
Michelle, on Thursday we're going to do the concept art for your new wheelchair with the colors and stickers and stuff like that.
Oh wow!
Oh
yeah, we're gonna paint the wheelchair and everything.
Oh wow!
Even though it was kind of stupid from what I heard. What about the movie called Cats? The movie, not the Broadway play.
I'm not sure. Never seen it. Michelle, what colors are you thinking?
I know some people said it sucked, but maybe I'd watch it. You know.
I think she wants a white wheelchair with blue wheels and pink mags. So we're gonna paint the actual mags pink.
Oh wow!
The blue wheels, white wheelchair, stickers galore, and probably gems and stuff dangling from it.
The rims would be
chandelier.
Blue, would be white. See, the body of the chair would be powder blue.
Maybe like a white chair with like a brown seat.
But who's going to do the upholstery on the seat?
You want a powder blue chair? Why wouldn't you want it white? You're the snow queen.
Yeah,
because blue can also be snow queen color too.
No, white. There's no blue snow though. Snow's only white or yellow or brown. There's never any blue snow.
Depends on how it reflects on the sky, because it can be.
I've never seen blue snow, Michelle. I've never seen blue snow, no matter how
No,
it
not the
reflects in the
snow so
sky.
much, but the sky. It can be hard, cold blue in the wintertime, which means
that's
cold.
a good rebuttal, Michelle. Yeah, good one. I mean, purple. I know Michelle likes purple.
I didn't say gold.
Yeah,
Gold is not in there. Silver I like though.
She does not want gold for some reason. Michelle, you're the snow queen. You're the snow queen, so there's got to be some kind of gold. Maybe we can get a fucking crown or something on the back.
I don't know.
Tiara.
I never really thought about gold anything.
Gold snowflake.
Something.
Yeah, Michelle, you gotta pimp this thing out a little bit.
Snowflake's no problem.
Nazzy it up. What about those flags?
And who's gonna do the upholstery work on the seat? Because the seat's gonna do. You can put snow. You can emboss the snowflake on the back. It's gonna require somebody that knows how to do needlepoint to do that.
I think what we should do is get you a polar bear skin seat made of polar bear skin or fur.
That'd be comfortable.
News, you talk about being a leather king. You talk about sweating on leather. You ever tried sitting on fur?
Yeah, it'd be comfortable.
Yeah, might be.
Yeah, really fluffy.
Michelle, you're gonna be loving it in the winter when I'm pushing you around Manhattan.
Michelle, you can lift your skirt up and sit your bare ass on the bare skin. It'd feel really nice.
All right, now I pretty much sit my bare ass on this leather chair.
Is there any way to put like a mini plow on there?
My butt
like,
sticks to it.
push the snow away?
Snow shovel.
You get some chains wrapped around those tires? Hell yeah, Michelle. That sounds awesome.
Well, the thing is traction tires wouldn't be a bad idea.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe we can have winter tires for you, Michelle. I could remove the ones that we have now for the summer, and for the winter I can get you really knobby tires for the winter.
The fat boy tires, the big boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We also
Make that fucking thing 100 pounds.
Since you work in the VA, you also should look.
You have no idea how heavy this thing is.
We should
no
see
idea.
we can.
It looks pretty heavy.
See if we can find the anti-tips that were available for that chair, so to prevent you from falling backwards when going up a hill. Because I don't have anti-tips on that chair.
We got a regular. I got a regular wheelchair. That thing's pretty hefty. That thing looks a bit bigger though than the average chair.
Because
but yeah, there's a lot of progress. I mean, there was a lot of potential for that, Michelle, for that wheelchair.
Absolutely, 110%.
And if you're going to take it out in the winter as well.
I used to push a woman around in a wheelchair at the work to shop. Awesome. She was the size of a house. My back went bad. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Michelle, do you know how to turn the wheelchair, right, Michelle? Like you have to hold one wheel and push the other to make turns, right?
Yeah.
Because I was tuned in the Noodles stream for about 10 minutes the other day, and you guys were at the park, and you were going off on your own, but you kept going straight into the grass. Kept on going straight into the grass opposed to turning. I just didn't know if you knew how to maneuver the turns and all that.
Well, grass is hard to get through anyway because you see.
Yeah, I know. You don't want to drive on the grass with the wheelchair. Yeah, it's tough. Maybe when Noodles puts better wheels on it, that'll be possible, but not with the ones we have now.
Yeah, I need to get the anti-tips. I'm sure that Noodles can find that model anti-tips sitting somewhere in his place to work. Someone might have one from a chair similar to that.
Get you like a radio.
I wonder if you could put like a weed whacker motor on it or something, Michelle. And just
would that be strong enough?
It might be.
Yeah.
Because what happens is fine if you're on the ground, but if you're going up an incline, if you go too high, all of a sudden you're gonna go whoop, and all of a sudden you're gonna be like the movie, Naked Gun, and that guy in that wheelchair, and that wheelchair goes flying up sideways.
Does that have like a pocket?
Was a car wheelchair, but imagine if that was that really was a manual wheelchair, pretty much for the example. Just had motors on it. Basically, the same problem can happen. If you go up a too steep incline, you're going to tip over. That's the way anti-tips are supposed to prevent.
Is there a pocket in that wheelchair, Michelle? Like a pocket in the chair part in the back or something you can put stuff?
Oh, not yet.
No?
Not yet. but
Okay, I didn't know if
there
that one
will
had a pocket or not. They maybe put like a mini
It does
ghetto
have a
blaster
pocket
in
in the
there with
back.
some music.
something that just repeats itself over and over again, like I am Snow Queen, I am Snow Queen.
Maybe what I might consider putting in there
The
is
voicemail, MicheleMarieDalene.
maybe something like a small power bank, that can be powered by the solar sun. So like when you want shade, you can just pull up a solar panel and just not only provide you with shade, but it also can still charge the batteries in the sun so you can keep streaming.
And you get you some flags, nice wheelchair flags.
I don't need flags.
Well, you don't need them, but I mean, it's sprucing this thing up, Michelle.
This
You
woman,
want people to see you, you don't want to get hit.
This woman was stuck on the curb once. It was a nightmare to get her onto the pavement. Oh, yes. I already noticed that.
I definitely want to get you flags, Michelle. I want people to notice you, whether it's for your safety
What
or
are you going
for
to do? Get
just
two big orange flags that say danger?
No, we're going to get one that says fuck and the other one that says off. We'll figure something out, Michelle.
No, guys. Seriously. I mean, let's not go too ridiculous here. I definitely want a cup holder for my walker. It's a next project.
How tall are those rims? I want to get some spinners on that thing, Michelle. I think you need some spinners.
Michelle, you also got to remember that I'm going to be pushing this thing, Michelle. So, it can't be that heavy, Michelle. You got to make sure that it's not that heavy. I got sciatica.
I won't go too overboard, right? Can't go too overboard. Or maybe just get Noodle some steroids or something, and we can really beef the thing up. And get a mini fridge on there, maybe a little TV.
What? I don't know, guys. Anyway, that's wheelchairs, another project altogether. We talked about everything this morning from what happened to me after my body is finally after I leave this body, what happens next? Well, the body becomes meat. That's what. And I just want to basically be turned into compost. That's I was pointing it out this morning. Everybody was saying everybody wants me to burn me up, and basically, no, I don't want to be burnt up. I just want to be turned into compost.
There you go.
I don't want to be burnt up. I hate it hot. I'm certainly not going to enjoy sitting in an oven, a retort at 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Why don't we freeze dry you? That's probably not going to cost that much.
I just basically, as I said, I just want to either be thrown into a wood chipper or I just want to be buried, And
you think being thrown into a wood chipper is worse than being burnt up, or less demonic than being cremated, Michelle? Right into a wood chipper? That'd be pretty cool. I'd go to a viewing of that.
Yeah, you're starting to sound like Carrie Bridges, Michelle.
That's crazy. Yeah. Shit, I forgot my question now. Kind of threw me off.
No. It's just my opinion now.
That's my opinion.
I mean, it's not unreasonable. Come on, guys, think about it. You come into this earth unknown. You leave this earth. No one gives a shit about me anyway. Well, you know that.
Why do people have funerals then? Why do people have memorial services? Why do we have Memorial Day? I mean, those people were born and they came into the world with nothing. I mean, why do we celebrate anybody's death?
And why are you saying no one cared about you, Michelle?
Right.
Why are you talking like that?
Well, maybe it's because of the word Memorial Day. You really think about it.
Yeah.
I'm not well known. Not everybody knows me that knows me trolls me to death. At least a lot of people do. I don't think people really
That's not true.
know the real me. I'm a very quiet person in real life. I don't do a lot of talking. I mean, I hang out with some people, and then when I go home, I just stay to myself, do my own things, put around the house.
Michelle, let me tell you something, Michelle. I don't know if you know it, if you heard me when I was out there. When we were at the park, someone drove past the park and shouted "Snow Queen."
I didn't hear it, but you told me about it. Yes.
Yeah.
People know you around there.
Yeah, they do. They do know me around somewhat.
Yeah, Michelle, don't talk like that.
People were talking to you at the parade yesterday, Michelle. That person was yakking with you yesterday about your podcast.
I gave my card to one person yesterday. I gave one of my.
There you go. To start. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say how many did you get printed up? How many do you have printed up, Michelle? 1,000?
I didn't print 1,000. No, I think I printed about 250
Okay.
cards.
Yeah, start passing them out. Start handing them out.
I am. Really. So, like
Good.
I said, I did print the cups. So, we did get the cups
49
printed
to go.
as suggested by
49 to
someone about a year ago. So, now I have the cups. So, this is the.
That's good. We only asked you to do that like 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
Where's the other one? I think it's over here. Oh, what's up with cord?
You should be drinking from it, Michelle. We should see it on screen like all the time. We should.
Yeah, make people want it, Michelle.
That's the point. Is for you to drink out of it, so it's on the camera.
Well, the point is, we got the cups made.
Yeah. Now you got to use them.
I don't know where the other cup's hiding right now. Over here, Michelle. Is this Krista's or mine? That's
going to be using those things as beer glasses and.
This is the Silvermoon radio one.
He doesn't even pour it in the glass, does he? He just drinks from the can.
So this is Silvermoon radio cup, AM 1610 cup. I love this cup. This came out really cool. This I love. This cup is my favorite, actually, of the two cups. And the T-shirts are supposed to come today or tomorrow. Even the ones that are a little bit too small. That's a small one mistake.
Michelle, let me ask you a question. All the stuff that I do for you, how come I've never received a Snow Queen T-shirt or
it's just coming
mug?
in the mail today. They're speaking in the mail today, guys.
But how come I come over there, Michelle? I do all this stuff with you, right? And you never say, "Oh, let me give you a T-shirt or a mug."
Well, I got a T-shirt. That's a 4X that I bought from me. And I got coffee mugs as well. The Silvermoon radio mug and the other mug. And I got the travel mugs.
You get to take me around, Noodles. That's your gift. You get to haul around royalty.
I have to haul around royally.
Yeah, tell them you're royalty, Michelle. Being in your presence is gift enough,
Anyway, what did you, speaking of royalty and hauling around, what did you think of that parade picture I showed? North American Snow Queen Parade picture of me being pulled in a horse-drawn carriage.
That was amazing.
That was easy. That was an AI work. But
nice.
I was trying to find something that would fit and look closer to Winstead. I think it came up pretty good. It was a parade of a couple carriages.
Why isn't that a thing, Michelle? Why aren't you in the parade? You need to be in the next parade.
I don't know, because they don't have a winter parade in Winstead. Well, we used to. We don't have a winter carnival. And I'd like to suggest that to the Parks and Recreation that we need to have
just start marching in the parade, like when it's going down the street. Just follow along with it. They can't they're not gonna deny you. Just start marching in the parade.
Yeah, well, if you got a series of white horses pulling a carriage, you got to register obviously to be in that because they're not gonna go. Yeah, I'm sure if I had a carriage and horses and they were approved, that would be quite different. Yeah. How did you get here, get there, and if you're getting out? What, you mean for the parade downstairs? So it's downstairs. I just walked downstairs with a metal folding chair from my bedroom. Yeah.
You got down there in no time flat either, Michelle. It was good stream. Good stream. You got out, got the sun, got a close up of the parade. I think it was good content.
I think it was a little bit too far away. I think we should have zoomed it in a bit more, but
It's better than watching from the window.
yeah. Well, if you had a high enough power telephoto lens, you probably wouldn't notice the difference, except for a shorter depth of field.
It was a good stream, Michelle. Again, no, I'm glad you got out there and went to the parade opposed to just watching. I think it was great, Michelle.
Yes, Mojo is downstairs.
I thought it was great.
You could have saw that. You could have seen this in the window right here, right behind me.
Yeah, it was right in Michelle's, right in front of her apartment. You know, no reason not to go down. You know, yeah, it was awesome.
I think we did that about 3 years ago. We watched the parade from this window here too.
I remember watching the firemen's parade.
Right. That was not during the morning show though.
It was about 12:30, 1 o'clock. It was in the
It was the
afternoon.
same thing.
Yeah.
It was the Memorial Day parade, I think.
It was it was the firemen's one. They had the fire trucks going down the street, blaring the horns.
Oh, right. That was like a Friday night.
Yeah, I didn't see any fire trucks yesterday. I saw some police officers.
Well, she said so. You watch the streams. Yeah, it was downstairs. So, the parade was pretty short. I thought it was going to be longer than it was, but Winston doesn't have very long parades for some reason. It was, no, you didn't miss the parade. It's still available on rerun, so you can catch it. Alright, that's the pet parade. That's, I think, that's coming up in May, I think. I think it already is over, Michelle. Oh, right. The pet parade was before the Memorial Day parade. It was on a Saturday. I think it was done by the Rotary Club. Okay. Yeah, it was pretty good. I didn't have a problem with it. I do appreciate the lady correcting me and let me know that I was pointing the camera in the wrong direction. That's why I turned it around. Because according to the argument, it said it was coming from East Main Street or from East End Park going west. And no, it was going west-east, so I had to flip the camera around. All you would have seen then is people's backsides. So we flipped the camera around and we got it all set for the show. And then the funny thing was, some people afterwards started like on the sidewalks. They kind of did some marching too, going down towards where the parade was going to. So almost like they were too wrapped up in the parade, you know, cadence to realize that they were actually marching their own lockstep. I noticed that. We get all the gypsies here in August, and their carts and horses flying by my house. Hundreds of them is a glorious sight. Gypsies? You mean like carnival gypsies? I don't know. I don't think anybody would want to see the rears of all the people marching. I think they would probably feel like, what a ripoff. You know,
Michelle,
What?
Would you join a gypsy caravan if you had the opportunity to?
Maybe. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know how the Roma would react to me being part of their caravan.
You could just travel around with them and, spread the word of the Snow Queen.
You don't see too much about the Roma in the United States, though. It seems like the Roma is mostly in Europe and mostly Eastern Europe. You don't see too much of them in the United States. I mean, the most common countries are Bulgaria and Hungary, or where the Roma reside.
All right, Michelle, been fun. I'm going to jump off. I got a couple things to get done today. You said you're going out with Kristen tomorrow, right? Going out with Krista tomorrow, Michelle?
Yes, I'm going with Krista tomorrow.
Oh, you going to do an afternoon show?
Probably doing a morning show. Might just do it over at McDonald's or maybe the park or something.
No. Okay, sounds good. All right, we'll have a great day, whatever you get into, as well as chat, Noodles, and we'll talk to you later.
I mean, we could even probably do it over there at Cumberland Farms. It's going to be a little
Michelle,
warm.
you said you should say goodbye to Paul. Say, Paul, see you later.
Paul.
Have a great day.
So Paul said he had to go. Okay, thank you, Paul. Sorry about that. I didn't notice he was leaving. But yes, I'll see you later, Paul. We have lots of Romanians here. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting situations. It's just too bad that the gypsies of Europe are treated so badly. I mean,
well, they're kind of pain in the ass, those people.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, they're constantly stealing, ripping people off, scamming, stuff like that.
I don't know. I think they're just trying to make a living, Noodles, just like everybody else is. Just like all the homeless in the United States are doing the same thing, right?
Right. The mafia does that, the cartels, yeah.
I don't know if they have cartels, but they might. But for example, in Bulgaria, it turns out that the city of Sofia really doesn't help the Roma at all. They tend to put them in the worst places in town. And it's really sad to see, because a lot of the Roma are often deprived of medical care, or they can't get good care. They'll get care, but it's substandard. Oh, gypsies work. That's just it. They work. They do odd jobs, just like a lot of homeless people do in the United States. They work. They do. They have to hustle. When they, to feed their families. But what Bulgarian government's done to them, for example, and Hungarian government's done to them is BS. Absolute BS. The Romans deserve better than that. Back when it was socialism, they had a nice place to live. They used to work in the factories. Then when socialism fell, guess what? They got nothing out of the deal. Nothing.
I don't think the socialists were that great to them. To be honest with you, I think Hitler was sticking them in the concentration camps.
I know he was doing that. Again, he wasn't treating them any better than Hungary is right now.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
No, it's not. If you're being persecuted for what you are and not what you did, that is ridiculous.
It's kind of like you guys were talking about on Sunday when you were talking about Ed's situation.
Right.
Here's a man that has really done nothing wrong except he's got physical ailments, and yet everybody treats him like garbage because He needs help, but everybody says he's more of a joke and comedic piece to laugh at.
Yep.
He's not. It's not funny. It's sad. It's like. And now Ed doesn't really have a sense of feeling like he even belongs here in life. And that's sad that he actually doesn't think he's worthy of getting health care.
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah, it's not right. They came by my backyard, my old flat, and all the scrap metal. LOS got rid of it. Yeah, well, I don't know where they get all the copper and scrap metal from. Unless they do like Mike does and collects empty soda cans, beer cans, glass bottles. Probably robs houses for wiring, maybe. I don't know. Copper thieves. So, it's the same, It's just, it's like, we don't need to treat people like that. We don't have to treat people that badly. I don't know how the American Roma compared with the European Roma, but I'll tell you what, the ones I've known, at least vaguely, are not treated much better. We call them the homeless. Or trailer trash. Yeah. Right. But then again, if that's all you gotta do, because if you're considered lower than the lowest of the lowest, then what are you gonna do to make a living? Yeah, you know what? Speaking of that, gypsies are sometimes considered the ones that become the stereotypical fortune teller. I mean, for some of them, of course, it is just an act, but for others, they really do want to do a good job. But they can't do it for free. I'll do it for free because I don't have anything to gain by it. You can always tell because when the fortune teller starts telling you that she'll read your sign and things like that, and then she'll tell you like, oh, $25 for the first minute, and then for the first 10 minutes, and then $10 for each additional minute after that, you know dang well that she's basically just trying to fleece the hell out of you. Well, I'll just do it for free. And I never did one specific reading for anybody and charged them for it. Because I've always realized that, tarot readings or palmistries is subjective, and that not everybody's reading is going to resonate with everybody. I made a call. Speak soon. Okay, Mojo. Talk to you later then. Leo, they don't even have assimilated, so to speak. Well, yeah, that's true. But in a way, it's kind of true also in the United States, too, with the homeless. Nobody wants to assimilate with the homeless. Nobody wants to talk to them. So many of them get treated like garbage. It's kind of a shame because I'm sure the homeless people are really quite nice, and I do know a few, and they really try to help people, but they still get treated badly. Yeah. I don't know. It just kind of makes me kind of sad, honestly. But you know what, though, is, what do you guys think about the homeless? I mean, the homeless in a way they're kind of like the Roma. They're treated like crap. They're vagabonds. They travel from place to place. Most of them collect cans, bottles. Unfortunately, they make a mess of everything. They pee and poo everywhere. They don't keep the spots clean. The lots they're sitting in. The tents are parked everywhere on street corners.
Well, it's not as bad as Tasha and all those other people that are taking advantage of the system that continue to do it every day, and they're basically living in vans.
I don't know who Tasha is. Can you give me a 411 on who she is?
I mean, someone like Melton. Is Melton considered a gypsy? I mean, he lives like one.
He definitely would be a vagabond. Evolution, more social than physical, has left them in the dust. Well, it doesn't take much for anybody to fall into their state. Really, think about it. Things have gotten so expensive now. A lot of people at the risk of becoming homeless. It doesn't take long. Middle-income families are losing their homes now. And when you think about that, how much security do you have to prevent yourself from being the next victim of homelessness? There's not much you can do, especially unless you have family that's willing to take you in. But even then, most people don't see their families don't want to take them in, or they can't take them in.
Michelle, why don't you live with a family member? What's the problem with that?
Well, in my case, the problem is my mother and I don't get along that well.
Okay. But your mother lives close by, right?
Yeah, but she doesn't want me there, so.
Why is that?
She doesn't like me that much.
Yeah, but is there a reason why? Do you guys fight? Do you guys argue?
We argue a lot. We don't see eye to eye on a lot of stuff.
Okay. So you did what every other adult does, and they leave the house. But some of us don't, Michelle. Like Barrett Townsend.
That's why I got myself.
State.
That's why I got myself an apartment in 1990.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why didn't Barrett Townsend out in Mill Creek, Washington, do that? The guy's 50 years old, Michelle, and he's still living with his parents.
Okay.
Why is Barrett Townsend living with his parents at the age of 50?
My brother still lives with my mother. My brother is helping to pay the bills for the house, the taxes, and things like that.
No, we're talking about Barrett Townsend.
I don't know who
your
that
brother.
is. What does he do for a living? Well, what is this situation?
He does nothing. Barrett Townsend does absolutely nothing except drink alcohol, and scream and threaten people on YouTube.
Okay. That sounds like a lousy life.
Yeah, he's a lousy person, Michelle.
Yeah, well, at least my mother can kind of say hello to each other without basically wanting to get into an argument over everything.
When was the last time you saw your mother?
What's the last time I saw my mother? I saw her in Christmas.
Okay.
Week of Christmas last year.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah.
Good thing, right?
It was a good meeting, but it was kind of short. My mother was like, she said as she saw Ed, and she saw the way he looked, and she says, "Oh my God, he looks terrible." I said, "Yeah, I know." But it's just the way it is sometimes with family. You can't always help if they don't like you that much.
Right.
That's why I left home. Well, after I went to college, I left home and then I came back because I realized it wasn't going to work.
What do you think about these people who don't leave home, like Barrett Townsend out in Washington State? Just stays home and drinks all day, and his parents take care of him. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I can't say, but I can tell you that I don't think the situation necessarily is unusual. Unfortunately, I think it's very common. Some people just don't get along with their families. Some people want to do the things that's depraved and wrong, and they just want to continue to do what they do, like drink and drug and fart and piss and poo and destroy things and destroy family relationships. And that's one of the reasons why the family want to keep them out of their hair, because they don't want to deal with the kind of shenanigans that they're doing.
Right, Barrett Townsend is one of them.
Again, as I said, I don't know.
That filthy Barrett Townsend out in Washington State. What a filthy pig.
Okay. I'm sure he's not the only one in the world that's like that. Ugh. My chair's sticking to my butt again. Alright, anyway, so like I said, I mean, he's not the only one that's like that. There's a lot of people like that. And the families don't like seeing what they become.
Name someone else. Who else? Who else is like that?
I could think of a couple people. Maybe like Milton John. Maybe like Homeless Mike. Although he's trying to clean up his act. Maybe like Zombies. I'm sure Zombie's family don't like some of the stuff he's doing either. Or even Botter, for that matter. Although we haven't talked about this 14-year-old, have we? The fact is that he got himself into such trouble. I'm sure his own family, after his experience, is probably glad he went to juvenile detention. Because they don't want to deal with him. They don't want to deal with what he was doing because they probably find it disgusting. Unfortunately, it means that more than likely Botter will probably have a hard time finding a place to live because nobody wants to be around a person that does that kind of horrible stuff he does with CP and all that. I mean, my God. How do you know he wasn't taking pictures of girls in the girls' locker room and posting them up on the internet? How do you know that's not where the pictures came from?
Well, what I want to know is the people that were talking to him, what did they send him? Did they ever send him any inappropriate pictures?
I have no idea. I know I didn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I don't know where the pictures came from. He was in school, for God's sakes. He probably was going to middle school. He probably got access to the girls' locker room and the girls' bathroom. Probably planted a few cameras in there. I mean, the so-called smarts just started recording girls in the bathroom, whatever. And then he got all the photos he wanted to show of naked girls. And then he go ahead and just change the setting of bed. And the next thing you know it, everybody's seeing that.
He's a perverted bastard.
Yeah, it's definitely not good. But he's not the only perverted one out there, because Tommy Tudor wants me to talk to him again. And I immediately blocked Tommy Tudor. I said, I want nothing to do with this guy. At all. It's all around. He should have been... I don't know. The point is, Tommy Tudor used to be a cop caller on me, all the way from Arizona. Jesus, for what? I don't know. Just kept getting mad at me and calling the cops on me all the way from Arizona to the Winston police. And then he would brag about it by taping all his phone calls. 2018?
Wow.
And then Tommy Tutor is, after originally Out on the Wire introduced me to Tommy Tutor. And then,
Out on the Wire introduced you to him? Huh.
um,
Out on the Wire introduced you to him?
okay. I don't.
And Out on the Wire
Out on the
also
Wire
introduced
did,
you to
yes.
Rachella?
Out on the Wire did introduce me to him.
Oh. Great.
And I don't know what happened, why originally I was willing to be nice to the guy, and then he turned ugly, and then after that I just walked away from him, and then he starts calling the cops on me. So,
Did he also introduce you to Rachella?
no, he didn't introduce me to Rachella. I don't know where I met Rachella from, but it was not through Out on the Wire, though.
Hmm.
But you know, the thing is it's just an example of some of the stuff that I find sad. It keeps coming up over and over again. Just like some people try to help me in a positive way, like Rachella tried, Rhonda Church tried, Monica tried, and yet so many people, even Leo tried. And I think that people don't realize that sometimes is that, yeah, I can be my own worst enemy, but the truth is if they think about what happened all the times that I got into some of these people in the world, you know, it makes sense that, oh, well, I gotta be careful with some of the advice they give. You know, boils down to the home. It's all bad all around. It should have been monitored. Yeah, it should have been. I don't know much about his home life, Mocho, but he probably was a latchkey kid. Because he didn't have much of a choice. You know, probably both parents worked, from what I understand, and they weren't supervising their son, and, well, there you go. You let him run wild, and the next thing you know, you find the police department's knocking on your door telling you your son is doing this horrible stuff, and I'm sure his family was more than just aghast by it. You know, like, wow.
I'm sure they didn't believe it.
Yeah. It probably was too shocking for them to believe that he would do all that. I would be aghast myself if I had a child that was caught red-handed doing that kind of crap. And I would probably send that kid out of my way, send him to military school or something, and say, "You're out of here, boy, girl. You're gone. You're going to military school. I don't want you here." And I would be devastated, as I said. As I would just find it just so horrific to imagine that somebody that I tried to raise to be a responsible adult citizen would be doing such horrific acts. Yes, we do have a lot of viewers this morning, Human Body. How are you doing today? Maybe they like the other headphones I'm wearing because the other headphones, the cord finally gave out, and I gotta get a new cord on them. Some people think it's a waste of time to replace the cord. I kind of don't mind doing the work. You know, it is a waste of time. But this cord here is a little short, so I bought a longer cord, so. Because this plugs in with a plug here, so standard plug, so just, get a longer cord. I already ordered it up here. It's a 10-foot long one. So we'll be able to pretty much have a little more room. But what I miss is the over the ears. These are on the ears, not over the ears. But at least they are they're closed back headphones. I'm good. I hope you're doing well. The headphones look nice they could implement your hair color. Yeah, they do. These are these here are the cheap ones that Micro Center was giving away a couple years ago. I paid like brand new like $10 for these. But if I had been near a Micro Center, I could have gotten these for free. I didn't live near a Micro Center. There's one in New York City, but there's not one in Winston or Torrington or Hartford or anything. So, but they're Bluetooth. They are Bluetooth. You can use the Bluetooth on them. But they obviously we got connected by a cord because that way I don't have to worry about latency with the signal. They also match my MacBook. That's why I buy them for my MacBooks because it's it's got rose gold, which means they also match my phone, and they match my MacBook. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a cordectomy on the other headphones because the cord is like seriously is totally broken there and there, and so we're gonna do a cordectomy. We're gonna maybe even do a cordplasty. Either put a whole new cord on or just replace it with a 3.5mm jack like these headphones have, so I can just plug a cord in, and that might work out better because then I can have any length of cord I want. Few things are always nice, yeah. They suit her hair and the powder, like, yeah. So that's the reason I kind of want to get them fixed up. The other ones, give it cordplasty, cordectomy, put a new wire on it, or forget splicing onto the original wire. The original wire is so broken. It's not even funny. I mean, the plug-in is fine, but it's just the standard 6.35mm connector. See, no, almost everything now uses the 3.5mm. This is a plug I need. So I replaced the plug on this end with a 3.5mm plug so that I can have sound on them. That's what I did. Just changed out the plug so that I could have I don't know what you mean by new. Oh, new elf ears. Yeah, they're compatible with these too. I don't know. I got a pair that I hardly ever wore, which is the smaller ones. Unfortunately, the bigger ears. The ones that are closest to the ones from Iridani, and those things are like the really long ones. They're like $99, and they have a support underwire for them. They're a little bit too long, I think, and $99 a pair. It's kind of excessive. I have to seriously write a lot more advertising to make sure I can get the money in because the donations haven't been there that much. Sounds like a scary procedure. Yeah. Cordplasty. Yeah. Cordplasty is just like it sounds like. It's kind of like it's a cord job, but first so we got to remove the diseased cord, which is rotting out, and just replace it with a new cord. Or, like I said, put in a 3.5mm jack, and then so I could do the same thing and just plug cords like this one. Some people say, what's the point? They're like 53 years old, 50 years old, so what? For some things they're beautiful headphones, but for some things they suck. Yeah, I understand that. And sometimes they suck. Absolutely. But, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, they have cheap ears on eBay. And Etsy. That's where I got them, was on Etsy. So there's still a lot of different things that you do. You do a lot of. What exactly do you do? You work with office system management. Like, what kinds of stuff do you normally work on? I mean, do you work?
On skinny pop, blows me away, yeah. On skinny pop, 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 pop. Remember that song, Michelle?
Okay, I said what? No, but I asked you a question. I said, what exactly is your job?
Building management.
Okay.
On skinny pop, 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 pop.
And just
All
sleeping
night
on the
and
bed right
day,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, it's sleeping.
I manage building.
Okay. So you maintain all
Why?
that. So you have a maps to all the electrical conduits and water and gas lines and everything?
Well, I don't do that. Electricians do that stuff.
Yeah, and plumbers probably.
What do you think about this? Bro.
Yeah.
Come on. Do me a favor.
What's that?
You think you do me a favor, Leah?
Can I give you a favor? What kind of favor?
Sweep that in.
3-6.
So, all right. Okay.
So anyway, the point is these headphones I bought these cheap because I wanted something that would look good with my laptop. And all the headphones I saw were black, and I was like, I didn't want black. I wanted white. However, the other headphones I bought with the boom mic is black. And I noticed that they have very, very terrible bass response. They are totally lacking in bass. And the microphone is okay. It has a mount control on the cord, which is kind of nice.
Notice I don't remember we
That's what you told me.
to open this one here. Escape.
Yeah.
But we were talking to Mike, and Mike said that those didn't need to be landed. He didn't know.
Yeah. I don't feel whatever.
So.
All right. I'm
Well,
gonna put my shit away. I'm gonna go
so
get lunch.
Right, the white makes sense. Yes, absolutely. But like I said, trying to find white headphones is hard. And then the woman that was doing the survey or the question with me was wearing the same headphones I had, but hers were all white. And I said, "Oh, I see you got the same headphones I got." She said, "Yeah, they were cheap." And I said, "Well, they work, right?" I haven't used the Bluetooth. She was using one of the Bluetooth. I was like, but they work.
Or you know.
But the problem is with the echo cancellation, you turn on and you try to loop back your voice to the headphones and forget it. You may as well basically just realize that the sound is not going to be returned to you in a loopback session. Because they have built-in echo cancellation.
It's like it's fucking sucks. That is the album.
Where's Mike?
Like some popcorn, No, actually,
So what's the plans for
Okay,
today?
question.
I don't know, love. I haven't figured that out yet. Ed said to me, he said, well, he said to me, wakes me up, he says, oh, it's now, 7:30 in the morning. I said, why do you keep waking me up at 7:30 when you know I get up at 8:30? And he couldn't answer the question.
Michelle, we're gonna go get some pizza and beer. You want to go get a pizza and beer? That's a
I don't drink beer much. I can't stand beer. I hate beer. I think beer tastes disgusting.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than a slice and some Peroni. I'm gonna get one Peroni. Maybe smoke some dope.
Well, just make sure that you. I don't know how that works when you're on the job, though.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I just finished.
Yeah.
Michelle, let me.
Some people like to suggest that you redo the intro for the summer because I find it kind of depressing. It's the way you can make it kind of like the winter one you did because that was kind of more exciting. With the music, upbeat music we used. So I said
You want that for the summer?
The intro of the castle and stuff was kind of slow. People wanted something else a little faster, as I showed you. They want me to go back to the winter one for now because it was more festive. For the intro, they like the outro. People like the outro. They like the dancing. So that's the cool thing. So the outro's got a lot of good legs, but the intro is kind of a bit of a downer. And I don't personally have a problem with it. Okay, cool. Thanks.
How long does it have to be? How long does it have to be?
I like to try to keep it under 30 seconds. 1 minute, 2 minutes? I like to keep it about 30 seconds. Just because, not too long. I mean, because after all, people are impatient enough just trying to watch the show. I don't really want to have it be... I mean, like, the one that Tiger King made is great. It's a marketing content, but it's not really cool for an intro because it's too long. But that's like 4 minutes long, so you usually keep it within 30 seconds.
No, do like 2 minutes. Do a 2-minute intro.
I just say
just
keep it 30 seconds. That's what I always say. Just keep it 30 seconds. Use the YouTube library. Go with the one that doesn't require buying a license for. So I do is I upload them ahead of time, and I see if I have to pay for a license. If I don't, then I'll use it. If I do, then I'll just go back.
Why do you have to pay for a license? Why?
Because otherwise they can't get monetized. So that's why reason I told her to use the music that doesn't require I have to pay royalties for a license. And we haven't.
Yeah, but you use stuff that's not copyright. Right. Like, so you can use
fairness so that everybody.
Yeah, the stuff that you use now. What is that? Where did you get that?
Where do I get what? What's music? We download music with the YouTube audio library.
Okay, so then pick something from there. I don't know.
And there are music that doesn't require any kind of license fee. So we just picked ones that are free.
Yeah.
And that's what we use. And that works. Because that's,
I'm pretty sure you can create your own if you mix
revenue,
stuff.
which is virtually nothing. Yeah, but I'm not good at audio mixing, guys. I'm really not. I mean, everybody likes the outro. Everybody likes the outro. Everybody likes the outro.
Who made the intro?
You ever seen the outro?
No, who made the intro?
Wiki made the intro. Wiggy made the
All right,
original
fire her.
intros.
Fire her. Now, get rid of her.
So she said
You're fired.
She can make a new one. You know, so get a new intro to go with and people will love it. They will watch that. They want to see that. They like the dancing. They like me having a good time and mixing me with different.
I'm gonna go eat pizza and drink a beer.
Right, I can't make music. That's right. That's Paul and Skynet's forte. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Collaborative efforts. It's what makes the channel good is we can do collaborative works. You know. And of course, Soundful AI did it sounds like he's working out. Let's get it started.
Michelle, I think you should put people on notice that they're about to get dropped if they don't start pulling their own weight over here, Michelle. Tell these people if they don't start producing over here, they're gonna get dropped like a dirty shoe.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Michelle, you gotta start ruling with an iron fist over here, Michelle. You can't let these people get away with making mediocre content for you.
Well, I think the content that they make right now, they're volunteers. You know, you can't demand anything out of anybody who's volunteered to make content. I mean, it's...
No, you have to ask for more.
If there's something wrong with the content, I certainly politely let them know what I think they need to fix, and Wiki will do it. She'll adjust it, you know.
Together.
You know, that's the way we work things because they're volunteers. And, you know, and also, I don't know if you guys noticed it, and maybe you do, is I did lose weight in my face. And people can see it now. I can see it. Before it looked like flabbier face, flabbier chin. It's not as flabby anymore. Just gotta find what to do about the gut. That's when my doctor said that she would recommend that maybe they could slice the gut off, get rid of the flap, but we already know that that's a risky procedure. It's not necessarily recommended because it's very barbaric.
And Michelle,
What?
I just think that you should be telling these people what to do. You should be pushing them to the extreme, making them more creative. Start pounding your fist on the desk and demand that they be more creative. Say this isn't good enough. Demand.
Well, if they were paid staff, they'd be different noodles. They're not paid, you know.
Well, what would you say if they were paid? How would you treat them?
Well, if they were paid, they would probably be told that they had to they would have to make sure to perform a certain level. Or they're going to see a pay cut, or they're going to say a pay job less. You know, but they're volunteers. You can't demand the same from a volunteer that you can from paid help. Paid help, you know, they're obligated to do it because that's what they're paid for. But if you're a volunteer, you can't really push them the same way. It's not fair to them.
Yeah. Well, so then how are things going to get better?
Things are going to get better, like you said. I already see that in several tarot readings. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that from several of my readings. I've been seeing in my own cards. I'm seeing it on other readings for Virgo. Yes, things are going to get better. I do see it already, and I see positive energies coming in. And if we plan it accordingly, we're gonna make great strides.
Okay.
And that's a cool thing, you know.
I have a career.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I get a Heineken, please? Please, thank you.
Yeah. So, what's your plan for this weekend? Are you going to come up again, or are you going to come up in 2 weeks? So, what's the plans for this weekend? Mickey says, better hope she doesn't get her passport Brits. Oh, getting my passport isn't so hard. But, problem is getting over there is, I mean, because I don't like to fly, I would probably have to get on the Queen Mary 2 and take a transatlantic ship over to the UK. And I ain't cheap. Yeah. What kind of pizza is he getting? I don't know. Human body. I don't know what kind of pizza he's getting. Well, there's the beer bottle. So what kind of pizza did you order, Noodles?
I just got 2 plain slices.
Okay. Wait, you pepperoni slices.
No, just 2 plain.
Oh,
2
cheese
plain
pizza.
slices.
Okay, just 2 pieces of cheese pizza.
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
man.
Well, all I know is that I may walk out today, and then Chris is gonna meet me tomorrow, most likely. Hang out over here. Maybe we'll go to Cumberland Farms, do a stream out on their deck. Although it's kind of hard to see in the bright sun. Trying to find it. Because the lady at McDonald's the manager kind of snippy because she said that unintentionally Crystal was a little loud and customers are complaining because of the volume.
Don't want you in there anymore?
No, we don't lunch in there anymore. It's just because.
When did they kick you out?
Yeah, they told us we can't stream there anymore. So that's why we don't stream there. We can stream over there at from Wendy's, but that's in Torrington. So if we're going to Torrington, that's fine. But I don't really have any reason to go to Torrington right now. Mojo says just cheese. I love pineapple and ham on my pizza. Oh, okay. I never had pineapple and ham on pizza. I've seen Hawaiian pizza with pineapple, but I never really got into it. So I don't know, dude. What do you think about pineapple and ham on your pizza?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, why not? I don't know. And when they did that, I mean, just like one time Krista got mad at people and said a couple of F-bombs in the laundromat, so we can't stream there either. So,
Why don't you go to that arcade place down the street and stream there? You can make all the noise you want.
The arcade stream. Oh, you mean at RB Sports World? Yeah, we could go there. I can see about it. But like I said, I just it's hard to do a video in the bright sun because it's kind of hard to see the screen in the bright sun. As you saw, I was trying to read the chat on the screen. I couldn't read the chat on the screen on it when I was holding your phone. I was trying so hard, struggling. Artichokes.
Yeah, so you go in, Michelle. You play a couple games, right? And you do your talking. No one's going to kick you out of there.
I don't think
there's no law against talking.
No, there's no law against talking, but unfortunately, sometimes Krista gets a little bit loud unintentionally. And We have a lake.
Kristen's got to calm down.
We have a lake up on Lake Street. Me and Noodles went there. Don't you remember with that? Highland Lake. Yeah.
So, I just don't think anyone cares about the lake.
So when we
Except
went
for
to
you.
Highland Lake, we had a good swim. Coming up, once the beach opens, get a bathing suit, whatever, and then go for a swim. Maybe that's something we're going to be doing soon. I hope.
Did you ever order the bathing suit?
We got the parking pass now. I didn't get a bathing suit yet. I didn't order one.
Why?
Yeah, okay, man-made lake with swans, yeah, okay. Well, I got the real deal, natural lake, but it's huge. And we do see ducks in there sometimes. Yeah, we do see ducks in there sometimes. Well, guys, I'll tell you what, we had a good show today. We covered a lot of things. So, Noodles, what do you plan to do for the weekend coming up? Anything?
Well, the doctor's going to make his first payment this week. So, I got to take care of some stuff around the house. And if I got any extra money, I was going to buy you that computer that you wanted.
Right. So, what do you want? What do you want to buy? That Manhattan, or do you want to buy it?
We can go to the Apple Store if you want.
Or we can go to Apple Store in West Front Mall, or we can go to one in Danbury.
Let's go to one in Manhattan.
Yeah, Danbury might be closer to Danbury Fair Mall. Is having the fair as well, so I don't think it's.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got to take you to the fair. Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, how about I take you to the fair?
Yeah.
Or I take you to the Renaissance Festival.
Well, that's the neat thing with the fair mall. It's at the fair itself. At the mall itself is the Danbury Fair, where the actual Apple Store is too. Is the Apple Store still at the Danbury Fair Mall? Okay, let me ask you a serious question. Is the Apple Store still at the Danbury Fair Mall in Connecticut?
Here's what I found.
Yes, it is. Let's see. Apple Danbury Fair Mall open until 8 p.m. Okay. Allow when using the app. Allow. Let's see. You can make a shop by drop-in available. Store hours. Let's see. On the weekends, Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Address is 7 Buckus Avenue, Danbury, Connecticut, 06810. And I got the phone number for it too. So we can easily get the Danbury Fair Mall, which is obviously right near closer to Greenwich. At least that would be kind of closer for you and me to go there, or we can go to West Front Mall. I like West Front Mall myself. Adds more into the fair thing. I'm not really into the fair thing, but we could always go to West Front Mall because I like West Front Mall. There's an Apple Store in West Front Mall in Connecticut as well, in West Hartford. So.
Why doesn't Wiki and Skynet meet up with us this weekend? We can all go to that the Renaissance Festival.
I don't know where Skynet is going to be. He doesn't say. He told me he's moving to closer to my area. That's all I know. I don't know exactly where. So
you don't have to ask her. Ask Wiggy. Wiggy will set it up.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. In the Discord, just let me know, JoJo, and I'd love to watch. Okay? I'm a 900 ABS. What does that mean? I may be RL stream soon. I think I can use my mobile data. Yeah, you can. Wiggy says I work weekends. Okay. Right, I understand that. Alright, so maybe Skynet might not be able to do it this weekend. I don't know what his plans are. He's not here right now. So maybe let's see if I can find out, or Noodles, you can ask him on the Discord. I think he might like to go to that, but I'm thinking about just go get the Mac Mini. And I'll tell you why. Because first of all, you can get the entry level one for $599, or you can get the one with 16 gigabytes of RAM and maybe get up to 500 gigabyte hard drive in it. That's about $1,200 something dollars, and that would give you enough room to run Final Cut Express or Final Cut Pro, video editing, and then I can go ahead and pick up a Thunderbolt to USB 3.0 hub so I can plug in all my security cameras and stuff, and then I could stream all this, use this as a second computer, or even to upgrade this system here, and just plug all the hardware into this one, into that one, and then we can upgrade to a much faster setup. A much newer setup. Wiggy says, I'm waiting for mail and I'm going to visit. Don't forget, you got, Wiggy, 2 shirts that came in the mail. This one and this one. I don't know why you bought 2, but they're here and they are not opened. So I don't know who told you they opened them, because I never did. So they're still sitting here. So when you come, they were waiting for you on top of the 2 video capture devices. Yeah, I understand that. But anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's see what. Let me know what happens, Noodles. You know how to reach me on the Discord. Or you know what I could do? We could even order it online and have it shipped. So in that case, I don't know. That's another way to do it. But yeah. My apartment's not like a vault. My apartment's like a congested storage bin. There's a lot of stuff in here. Okay. Also, the new shirts I ordered are going to probably be here today or tomorrow. That's my guess. And I might be wrong on that, but I would say the one from Bonfire might take longer. But I bet you anything, the 2 shirts I bought from Teespring will be here tomorrow or today. So I'll check and see if they came. I'm looking forward to seeing them. Even the one that's too small for me, I accidentally ordered a small by mistake. Will still be nice. It's a Silvermoon radio t-shirt, AM 1610 t-shirt that I ended up getting. It was small. So it'll still be nice for either Krista or Wiggy. I don't know what Krista is going to let me know if she wants it or not. If she doesn't, I'll give it to Wiggy, because Wiggy said she'll pay me for it. Because she needs a small shirt. So this would be perfect for Wiggy, so she can have it. Yeah. So it's 10:34, and we're down to 16, 15, actually 17 people now. Wow. Amazing. 17 people. I don't usually see 17 people anymore. It's actually kind of surprising to see that. When 17 people come in. What I want to know is what has been low on viewership for the last few days. I don't get it. The last few days, I mean, like last week, the whole last week has been like 6, 7, 8 viewers.
What are you complaining about?
Yeah, I was just saying is why was the viewership down last week? And now we got 17 views, which is closer to normal.
Michelle, listen. Are you complaining about money or views or?
No, I'm just saying this. I'm just wondering why were we lower on views last week?
Because you didn't do anything good.
Well, I'm not doing anything different now. It's the same show. Okay, well, the Worldcraft stream did very good yesterday. Absolutely, we're gonna get some more World of Warcraft in. At least I'll try to do it in today. Because people like to come. Well, I hope they like to come. I want people to come. I want people to feel comfortable coming here. You know, I want people to feel like they are a part of the culture. Oh man, I got an itch. Ooh, ow, 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 sweaty. Oh, that's one thing I'm gonna eventually have to do. Get rid of this leatherette gaming chair and get myself one of this cloth. And friggin' stick my butt to see. I know you're a Noodles channel too. You're on both channels, Mojo. I know that. But these chairs anyway, and Linus Tech Tips is right. These, and so was Asmon Gold. These chairs are terrible for sitting in for hours and then because your butt sticks to them. I mean, really sticks to them. And this chair looks like roadkill, and I need to get a new chair because this one is just crap, you know. So I'm gonna see if I can get a better chair someday soon, and that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'll get fine. I think I'll get another chair. I'm sure I will. I sure will. Oh yeah, tell me about it. This is the reason why, even though Ed may find this to his dismay, if I put the Mac Mini in the bedroom and stream from the bedroom, he's gonna be giving me the big frown and oh, I can't sleep. Now I gotta listen to Michelle doing a show in the bedroom. Oh, shoot, I'm gonna have to sleep on the couch. Because, see, somebody took the legs off the couch. And so, they're like $11 by replacement legs that would go on because they threw them out. So, and then he wants the risers and he wants to jack the couch up a bit, make it taller. Which is fine. Yeah. How you doing, Kane and Kenny? Put a towel in the seat for now. Yeah, I could do that. Or a pillow, for that matter, or something. I try to tuck my dress underneath so that it's not skin against leatherette, but sometimes I forget to do that. Yeah. Also gives me a good excuse to shift position a little bit. Ow. Alright, so Ed's sleeping soon. I don't know. He's saying realistically he thinks it might be September, which I told him. I said, oh, and I thought so. I said, I know you were gonna leave in June. Come on, Ed. I'm very perceptive about how this works. He says, you're right. He says, I ain't got money to move out now. And I said, but, you know, Ed, I said, save your money. And he said, oh, I sold 4 train sets. And now I got to ship them up and package them. I said, oh, wonderful. Now I got to get shipping tape now, huh? And he says, I want you to get some large garbage bags the nice big heavy duty 40-gallon, 50-gallon garbage bags, so he can wrap the train things in garbage bags and seal them good. Me? You want me to pay for your shipping materials? Wait a minute. That's ridiculous. Well, yeah, I don't get paid unless I get them shipped. But that's
Sorry, Michelle. My boss called me.
okay. I see that. Okay,
So yeah, Michelle, you gotta pump it up a little bit. You gotta give people what they want. Are people interested in the wheelchair? They want you to design the wheelchair, Michelle. You gotta come up with the design. You gotta get people involved with it. You gotta get the people in the chat involved.
yeah.
Say, what do you want? What?
Well, I'm sure that Wiggy and maybe Skynet and Paul could come up with a chair design. We could find someone who can do detailing and painting and upholstery.
All right, but Michelle, what I'm saying is, we gotta start pushing this.
Yeah.
So, you gotta start pushing this on people.
I have a question for you though, since you do work in the VA. All right, now all the other wheelchairs that you see aren't they using polycarbonate these days instead of these heavy materials?
So I'm gonna be honest with you, Michelle. Anyone in a wheelchair is on one of those hover round things. They're not in wheelchairs.
Right. Well, did they make a hover round that has batteries that slide out like out of a camcorder so you can bring the batteries upstairs to charge them?
I don't know, Michelle. I'm not like well versed in hover rounds, but
Yeah. Because that's the one thing I would definitely rather see is if I was to go something like a hover around is the battery has to be detachable. I can slide it out, bring them upstairs, plug the battery like in a D-wall tool, or even one of those other brand there. What's the other one there? Well,
I believe they're just a plug-in. You just plug it in the wall or something like that, Michelle.
Yeah, I know, but there's no main socket downstairs to my knowledge. So, like those DeWalt or Makita tools. Those battery banks to slide on and slide off.
I think the batteries on those are a lot heavier than you think. I think they're a lot bigger. There's one right here if you want me to ask this lady. You want me to ask her?
Yeah, you can ask her if they make ones that are detachable so you can bring them up and charge them separately from the wheelchair.
How are you? My friend Michelle is looking to get one of these chairs.
Uh-huh.
Do you plug them into like a wall socket or?
They come with a charger. They come with batteries.
But it comes with the charger itself. Like you can take the battery out and charge.
No. It comes with the whole battery has a wall thing. It's
All right.
in the wall, but it goes right here.
So Michelle, you have to put it in the wall. Thank you very much. Thank you.
In the wall, and you have to make sure that you don't overcharge it.
If you overcharge it kills the battery.
That's up to you.
Yeah, Michelle, you gotta make sure that you're on top of this. Thank you.
Is she using a flooded lead acid battery, or is she using a lithium ion?
That's what it is.
It's lithium ion,
Not
right?
the same one as the regular, the one that is blowing up. Not those.
Yeah.
They have the name for it, but it's not the same as the one that blows up.
Okay.
They have their name.
So she lives like 3 stories up, and she's not getting that up there. She needs a place to put it, and she thinks if she plugs it in the wall, she's gonna ruin it. Like if she leaves it there. No. All right, Michelle.
I'm also worried about someone stealing it too. Kind of think about it.
Yeah, but Michelle.
When you see how the light changed from red, green, and yellow,
Yeah.
it does the same thing. So the thing is that it's gonna turn orange first if the battery here is going down, and then turns green when it's done.
But if you leave it plugged in, does it ruin the?
No, it just starts blinking red.
Oh, okay.
It blinks red, but it lets you know that it's done. It's over.
Oh, okay. So Michelle, you can get one, and you gotta do insurance, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna cost you anything. Michelle, you can get one of these. I'm telling you. They give her a walker. She's got her kneecap is like wrapped around.
What about those little scooters they sell on Walmart that have a little seat on them?
That's
They're
why
two-wheel
they had to be
scooters. They're kind of
on
lightweight.
the doctor write the prescription on her diagnosis to see exactly if she fits.
Michelle, what is your diagnosis?
I got a broken kneecap. You know that. My broken patella. I also got hip injuries too.
They won't give it to you for that, Michelle.
For my niece, they didn't give me care for that. It had to be more severe, like if it was a hip situation.
Yeah.
That's how they'll give
Well,
it to you.
Michelle, you have the fractured hip.
There you go.
She got fucked up.
I don't know about a whole fractured hip, but I definitely do have a crack in my hip. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she got a fractured hip, and she goes to a good doctor, for say orthopedic or whatever. It depends also where she go. What hospital does she go to?
So
right.
she's
I
out,
talked to my
she's out in, like,
primary care
Connecticut.
physician already, but she didn't know if she would be able to get a wheelchair. But then
Michelle, maybe you gotta come out to New York. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, let me just tell the lady here what my doctor told
Yeah.
me. The same thing my other primary care physician said. They said,
Yeah.
Michelle, we
So she
rather...
got.
Excuse me, let me explain to the lady here. They really rather see me walk around more than become
Hey,
dependent
Michelle,
on these...
can we get? Thank you very much, Michelle. Maybe we can get you maybe we can get you an appointment at NYU Langone, Michelle.
Okay.
An orthopedic.
But the thing is, my medical doctor said to me, she said, well, I've been trying to get people power chairs.
What are you doing here?
And that was back
What are you
when I was on
What are you
Medicare.
buying me?
And I was on standard Medicare, okay? Which is now different because I got D-SMP, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield now, which is different. So maybe they might be a little more willing to go there. But she told me, and same thing as my prior medical doctor said, we'd rather see you keep walking because it's going to help strengthen your legs. If you start using one of those...
Yeah, but Michelle, you know, you got to remember that you can't be walking everywhere. There's got to be walking's fine, all right. But maybe you can hook up the walker to the thing, and you can walk from place to place. But Michelle, for you to walk down to that soup kitchen, I don't know if that's a good idea. What happens if you can't make it? Are you full or
down
something?
the soup kitchen hill fine. I gotta make going down the hill is scary as heck because there's like no brakes or anything. So you have to go down really slow so you don't lose control. But the soup kitchen hasn't been open. So that's really been less of a problem. But as you know, going downhill, you know it's steep. So you have to go really slow.
All right. Well, this woman said that you have to go to an orthopedist. You have to complain about the hip, and that's the only way you're going to get it. That's how she got it.
Orthopedic doctor, he would probably authorize it. I already went to orthopedic surgeon. He told me,
if you come to NYU, they'll write you a script
if he gets
for it.
my file now and my MRIs, X-rays, he probably would say, "Sure, let's get you a motor chair." But then, like I said, the only thing is where I live. I'm on the 3rd floor. And there's no elevator. He said, oh, wait a minute. You ain't got an elevator? He said, basically, you have no choice but to use the walker because where are you going to store the power chair? You can't store it anywhere. There's no place except downstairs. And it has to be able to sit out there unless the landlord lets you put it in his storage garage.
Well, maybe he can give you an awning or something, Michelle, and we could, like, lock it up somehow, you know?
Yeah, lock it up.
I mean, you give this guy how much money over the past like decade? How long have you been there for?
Yeah, I've been here for 17 years.
Yeah, so tell him, be like, listen, I want to continue to stay here, but they're giving me this chair, and I need a place to store it. Can you at least like give me an awning or something where I can keep it? I'm sure that's not going to cost them that much to build.
That's why I used to keep my trichlist downstairs, but the rust and the rain still got to it. So, and of course, so did the thieves. You know, they stole it in the end. I used to have an adult trike, a Miami Run trike, and they stole that.
Was it locked up?
It was locked up, yes, and they stole it. They cut the chain and they took it. And then somebody threw it in the dumpster. And then the garbage man
Wasn't
took
it Jimmy?
up. I don't think it was Jimmy. It was attached to It's travel trailer along with his generator. His generator was still there, but they stole my trike. So, I mean, it was really seriously getting rusty anyway. I don't know. I was going to have to seriously do a lot of surface reparations, repainting. So, I don't know. Just, so that's what I'm afraid is going to happen with the power chair. Same thing. If the hover round is going to get ruined because of the moisture and the vandalisms, and that's what I'm afraid of. Yeah.
All right. Well, then the problem is that you're not going to be able to get around that much without this thing. I don't know how. I'm going to be honest with you, Michelle. Nothing. The stuff that's broken in my body, it doesn't get better.
Yeah. I
As I get older, it just gets worse and worse and worse.
I know.
We have to come to the realization that that's going to.
Oh, just my hips remind me every day. Yes. I hate when the hips hurt so bad. Just getting up is an unpleasant endeavor. So I don't know why my bodies break down like that. How do some people keep themselves healthy and active even when they're 90, 100 years old?
They were very lucky, Michelle. They didn't break anything. You break something like that, it's hard to recover from that. I'm dealing with that right now. My back ain't getting any better. It gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
I'm getting older. I'm not getting younger.
Well, then you understand what I'm talking about by being a pain in the back, or in my case, a pain in the hips.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel pain every day of my life.
Yeah, I do too. In fact,
your body will compensate for it, and that's why people limp. That's why people walk with limps and all this stuff. But Michelle, I'm going to be honest with you. If you want to get out and do stuff, I don't know how this not having this thing is going to help you.
I understand that. I agree. It would be helpful, but the thing is my doctor doesn't want to see me turn into a big giant potato in a chair.
Can you reverse the osteoporosis?
I don't know. Maybe if we got in reclass to Boniva or something. I'll have to talk to my doctor about that. I'm going to be seeing her on the 9th of June, so I'll see if I can ask her about that. Plus, she also wants to check, see if I still have protein in my urine, if that's a long-term problem, or if it's just a false positive. I hope it's a false positive. The last thing I need is kidney problems, because like I talked to Tiger Kitty about that, because she has experience with the same kind of symptoms, and I was like, oh man, last thing I need is, be in a situation with my kidneys on top of everything else. I already have a dodgy liver. That's why I also don't drink much, because I have a congenital liver condition. Every once in a while I'll drink some wine, but I don't want to drink it every day. Yeah.
I wouldn't. Again, I wouldn't give you medical advice, Michelle, but
that's okay.
I just, again, Michelle, I don't think you're getting any.
I'm not getting younger for sure. We already know that. I'm going to be seeing a primary care physician, like I said, on the 9th of June. And asked Krista if she could bring me down there, because I could walk, but I'm going to be mighty sore by the time I get down to the doctor's appointment. Because it's past the town hall, past the Gilson. It's on the corner of Elm and Center Street. So I can get up there, but it's going to take me about a half hour to do it, considering the way I walk. And I'm not going to run fast either. I just want to meander in there and relax. Take quick breaks between, pushing myself forward, because I can't walk as fast as I used to anymore.
Not going to.
Yeah.
I just think this might benefit you more than you think.
Well, like I said, Walmart
Hi,
sells.
how are you?
Today, $2.99, please.
Yeah. What's 99 weeks? So all I can say is that the Walmart does sell little scooters, battery powered scooters that have like a two-wheel scooter. They're not mobility scooters. Since they do have them too, but this is a little scooter that's a two-wheel scooter with a seat on it. So you got to be able to balance yourself, but then you can zip around that, but you won't be able to carry groceries. You won't be able to carry any other stuff.
Michelle, look what I got. Look what I got.
Yeah, I see. It says some kind of a Japanese cup.
It's a Japanese rice cake.
Okay.
Red bean rice cake. Yeah.
I don't know if I had Japanese rice cake before. Okay, it's
They're very delicious.
Right, it's
You
a
want to see me?
Japanese rice cake. I see that now. Okay. At first I thought that was a cup, but then that didn't make any sense with the shape.
See, maybe you can allow everyone else to see it by screen sharing it, Michelle.
Okay, share the screening out. I will do that. Give me a second, please. Give me a second. I gotta get that screen. Alright, let's see. I think you're on scene 2. Let's see, scene 3.
This actually says pink pussy in Japanese. Pink pussy. And we're about to eat it, Michelle.
TMI. Too much information. Too much information. Why would they call it that anyway? It's such a strange name for a product. So then Japan.
If you translate this in Japanese, it means pink pussy.
I heard you. Alright, so let me switch the screen so they can see you and less of me, because you're just a little small postage stamp. So let's see. How can I make you bigger? Okay, that's better. And make me
There it
smaller.
is.
So there
That's
it is.
Japanese for pink pussy. And we're about to eat one. About to chow down, Michelle. You want to see me eat some pink pussy, Michelle?
Nah, not necessarily.
I think people want to see me eat the pink pussy, Michelle.
So, anyway, like I said, let me just double check this. I can let you know exactly when the doctor's appointment is, because I do have it in my phone here. I do have it in my phone, yes. So,
Michelle, let's just sit down. We're going to sit down. We're going to eat this pink pussy. And everybody's going to enjoy me eating this pink pussy in front of them. It's so good, Michelle.
It is the 9th. It's going to be at 11:15 in the morning. So, it's a Friday. And then we have the hair appointment on the 8th. So I'm looking forward to the Apple developer, my developer lemonade. I don't want Facebook. I don't like to pay more money for me, or more credits to draw my artwork. Sticker Mule, eBay, Stop and Shop, Kevin McCarthy. Oh, alright, so, yeah, I'm just interested to see what's going to happen with all the stuff that we're doing. But what a strange name, though, for a product, though. How did they ever come up with that name for a product? I don't know. Japan's unusual with the naming of their stuff. I remember came up with some. Maybe they were thinking about kitty cats or something. I don't know. Weird. So anyway, I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And so I will definitely be talking to you later, okay, Noodles?
Bye, Michelle.
Alright, you have a nice day, alright?
Bye, bye.
Bye-bye. And that's that. It's just, it was a nice night. We had covered a lot of topics this morning. And please do remember to put the links in the like jar. And I know that every time I do my show, I almost always get limited no ads. So, which kind of sucks because I'm gonna have to crank up the ads more. It's kind of a sad way of doing it. It's okay though. It just is as it is. Yeah, but it would be nice if I can leave a show where I can simply just not have to worry about limited no ad stuff. True. Oh, what's this? That's live stream intro. What o'clock? Michelle, did you have another? Yeah, one time we had another intro. So, all right, guys. So for now, I'll see everybody tomorrow. All right. I don't know what time Kristen and I are streaming. I don't know if we're gonna stream afterwards or stream beforehand. So keep your stay subscribed to the channel. Subscribe with the notifications, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. We'll see if we can get some World of Warcraft in today too. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.